Okay, recording.
Okay. Wait, like now?
Yeah. Do you
Okay,
want me to
perfect.
not?
All right. No, that's perfect. Okay,
Okay.
so what's up, everybody? Welcome back to D&D 2025. The last thing that happened in the last session was our party had all boarded this research vessel, right? And in that research vessel was lots and lots of really important stuff, including uh, an orc being held in stasis, which would this be like the last one that we've ever seen, or the only one we've ever seen?
It
Will?
is it is entirely possible it is the only living orc in existence.
Okay. We
Like the last-
encountered,
Sweet.
yeah, we encountered that fellow Raijin. We were not able to defeat him, and he fled the research vessel. But aside from that, we had cleared it out of all the Pharaoh beasts and all. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. With that being said, we are going to leave this area and make our way back to the original ship with Lionel to touch base with him once again.
Oh, snap. That's a lot of security guards.
So this guy here is Lionel. And
Dope.
he's going to say,
Oh, I like
welcome
that.
back aboard, everyone. He said, you've all exceeded my expectations, and I'm glad that you all made it back relatively unharmed. Or in one piece, anyways. He says, there's been some interesting developments since you guys encountered that person.
Real quick, not to be a stickler, but if I remember correctly, on the last session we all got taken the fuck out. So is this like after we've recovered and stuff?
I didn't quite catch the very end of that.
Sorry, my
was
cat was in the way.
dead? What?
I don't think we were dead, but I think we were all incapacitated. So I'm assuming that
Incapacitated.
somehow did somebody rescue us, or did
So
one person wake up and
Githeranos-
drag everybody?
Githeranos patched everyone back up. So
Okay.
in that case, he's gonna say like, "I'm glad you're all alive, but you look like you've been through hell."
Okay, rad. Sorry, like I said, I didn't want to be a stickler. I just wanted to.
No, all good. I appreciate those details. So, in that case, he's like, "Holy shit! Like, welcome back. Glad you guys are alive. Very well done. In order to finish up this job, this task that we were all hired for, we are going to need to proceed to the Tower of Umel, which is to the west of us. However, there was an explosion there just now. And before we can be admitted into Umel, we are being forced to stay in the traveling city, which happens to be in town. If you guys don't know, the traveling city is basically like a traveling carnival city run by shifters. It's basically Vegas on wheels. So he says, with this being the case, until we can be debriefed at Umel, we will be staying in the traveling city. I will be hiring some local muscle to help us keep our eyes out during this process, and I'll keep you in the know as I learn more. Your first task is to spend the day getting familiar with the current layout and workings of the city. Feel free to have some fun, as the rest of my team and I won't be returning to shore until tomorrow evening. Perhaps Apherius can show you around. Just get a lay of the city. The additional team member will be waiting ashore for you. We've booked you all a room at a hotel called the Manticore's Tail. Any questions?
I think I'm good.
Okay. All right. So having received your new orders and being told, hey, we're being waylaid because of an evident terrorist attack, you guys are going to make your way back to the traveling city over here. Now, let's like zoom in on this real quick. I want to kind of tell you guys what you're looking at here. Actually,
He's very colorful.
so it is very colorful. Right off the bat, like from a distance, what you guys see is like this giant tent city, essentially. And around the outside of the city are these large multicolored crystals which, while beautiful, form a very literal wall between the inside of the city and the very rough looking tent city that exists outside of it. And what this tent city is are basically like the stragglers, the drug addicts, the gambling addicts, like all of these people who basically move with the city and sort of like feed off of it as it moves around the world. So there is this large crystal wall that's sort of keeping it out.
Are those
keeping all
people like is that like a class thing, or are those people like not technically part of the city, they just choose to travel with it?
It's kind of
just curious.
both. It's kind of both, because if you have money and you're traveling with the city, then you're staying inside the city and like one of the hotels or one of the casinos or something like that.
Gotcha. Okay.
This is like the Vegas
understand.
underground, right? The giant sewer city underneath Vegas.
Word.
Okay. In addition to that, there are large multicolored trees and lots of artificially grown nature. The buildings have all been sort of grown out of a combination of wood and stone through the use of natural magic. And according to tradition, all the buildings are topped with these like carnival tents, as the way it always has been. And when everyone moves on, they pack up their shit into caravans and they grow everything back into the ground and they leave just an empty field behind them.
Well, that's cool.
How economically friendly of them.
Mm-hmm. So with that being said, you guys are going to start making your way towards the city. And you're going to notice there's lots of people around, and there's people here of every race. The Hin, vampires, Dane, humans, who am I forgetting? Efri. Everyone's walking around, but primarily there are shitloads of shifters all over the place. Now, this is sort of the front gate here that you're all seeing. And as you approach, you guys are going to notice that these security guards that are sort of standing near the gate are fucking huge. And on top of that, they are very scarred up and they've got a lot of tattoos. And they've got sort of these like hard looks on their faces. They don't look that different from criminals. They just have that like kind of rough look. But as you guys are making your way into the city, you guys see like all these colorful tents and flags. The smell of food and the sound of like laughter and talking starts filling the air. And as you're walking towards the front gate, Aetherius sort of stretches his arms wide and he says, "Oh, you wouldn't believe some of the things that go on here. All the partying within the nomadic city requires goods, and you'd better believe money flows into this place as fast as it goes out, if not faster." And he sort of laughs and he says, "Every sin under the sun in these tents, my friends." You guys
Okay,
sort of
then.
proceed into the city.
I bet I would believe some of the things that go on there.
Oh, yes. There's a lot of shit that goes on in this city. So, the first things that you guys see is clearly there is a lot of money in this city. There's merchants all over the place. Everything's bright, colorful, beautiful. Lots of magical lights. Sometimes the ground is like sort of paved with stone. Sometimes it's not, depending on where you go. And as you guys are moving through, you kind of enter the city. You start to get kind of a lay of the land. Now, this map is subject to change. It's very rough. I was kind of in a hurry today. But let me just explain to you what we're looking at here. So you guys are entering down here. Okay. The center of this city, the ground is sort of, the grass is grown in like this beautiful tie-dye color. And this is like the strip, essentially. It consists of 5 casinos. The Ram, Pagasiras, the Karab, Hamitsu, and the main event. The main event also sort of doubles as a city hall type of situation.
Nice.
2 of these casinos are vampire-owned, the Karab and the Rom. And through it, a lot of vampire influence is brought into this city.
Hmm.
Looking
And we
about-
would know this at this time, or is someone explaining this to us?
Aetherius is explaining all of this to you guys. This is just like you guys getting a lay of like how this city's laid out.
He's from
Okay.
here.
Mm-hmm. Aetherius is from here. So to the southeast are the docks, where they ship in supplies and such. The fairgrounds are to the upper right-hand corner. That's going to be more like family shit. If you guys want to go get some food, that's kind of where you would find it. I might expand on that a little bit more later. There appears
is
to
always
be a tie-dye kind of multicolored forest that has been artificially grown on the upper right-hand corner here. And all the way up to the north, there is a mushroom forest as well as a hot springs in the center with reverse waterfalls which spew water into the air. Warm water.
That's cool.
Oh, Crystal is wide-eyed and excited. Wow.
To the left is Aetherius' favorite part of town, the quote-unquote underbelly. This is going to be your red light district.
Of course, that's his favorite.
I was right about to
There
say that. Of course.
Even though like this map is currently like it's just like a path right through here. There's actually a myriad of tents. You guys would probably more accurately like move through this area kind of like this. If that makes any sense. So assume that this underbelly area is very busy, very full, lots of people moving through it.
Cool.
And to the northernmost area are the artisans, these sort of circular tents. If you guys need to buy something, or you need help doing something, or you want to develop your toolkits, your skills, something like that, this is where you could do it. These are going to be merchants as well as crafters up here. And as you guys can see, these sort of like thick multicolored crystals sort of form the outside. And a lot of these buildings are sort of against the back of these crystals, with the tent city kind of existing outside of that,
Word.
the outskirts. So, first things first, after Aetherius sort of says like, okay guys, here's all this stuff, right? All of these crazy things. He's going to take you guys to the room that's been assigned for you. And oh shit. Thank goodness I checked before I moved you all over.
Womp womp.
Oh, that would've
Everything
been
you should
crazy.
see on the player level.
That's correct. Okay. So, moving to the hotel room. You guys are going to all arrive to be sort of irritated and a little disappointed at the fact that you were not booked separate rooms. Instead, it looks like you were booked one large economy room with several bunk beds in it.
Wow, the
Everyone's sort
richest
of
man
like-
in the world, and he cheaps us on the room.
Exactly. What
Eh.
the hell is this?
Sounds
He can
about right.
afford better.
I mean, I'm not super mad about it. I just note the irony. Richest man in the world, and he can't even get us separate rooms. Cheap.
I mean,
Cheapskate.
it kind of checks out, I guess. Par for the course.
Yeah, I guess you
Within
don't get
this
to be rich
room-
by getting everybody their own room, so.
Within this room, Ulysses is actually waiting for everyone. And Ulysses, you can be sitting anywhere you like. But when everyone arrives into the room, there is a very small, darkly dressed ninja sitting on this box over here waiting for us all to arrive.
I just got to point out, meta moment. Of course, Will's a ninja.
So I'm retconning my character's voice since I felt like it was kind of plain. So I'm going to be doing something different tonight.
That's awesome. And Aetherius says, this must be our newest member.
Hi.
Good day, little man. I'm Aetherius.
Oh, look at this little bugger. He has weird little colors on him, isn't he?
Interesting.
Yeah. Thank you.
You talk funny.
For that matter, let's go ahead and
Oh, you look funny, boy.
do this. We're going to show everyone's characters off. So this is Gathronos. Good old Evden. Crystal. Ephirius. And lastly, our newest member, Ulysses.
I'm not seeing any of these zoomed in.
Oh shit, you're right here. Sorry about that. There we go.
Oh, okay. I was about to start doing it manually for the recording.
My bad. Thank you. Yeah, so there we go. There's Githranos. Evden's art. Crystals. Ulysses. And Ephirius. Okay. So Ephirius sort of like stretches his arms. He says, "Finally, a nice soft bed. I could use with a little downtime, couldn't the rest of you?"
Githranos kind of shrugs a bit. Like, I can just sleep wherever I fell. It doesn't really matter.
I, for one, could use some rest. It's been a long, trying last few hours. Or possibly days.
Yes.
I'm just gonna sit cross-legged on the trunk at the end of the bed where I was when they walked in and meditate.
Okay.
I was about to be like, if this dude is going to watch us sleep, then I'm going to stay awake and watch him.
Watch us. Okay, so I would say it's about the middle of the day. Come evening, you guys are done. So are we essentially doing like the equivalent of a long rest here? Everyone's like restoring back to full.
I was going to say, depending on how much damage we've sustained and how long that'll take.
I don't
if it's a pretty
quite
quick
recall.
turnaround, if it's pretty quick turnaround, then yeah, we're probably just gonna go ahead and rest up and heal up, probably.
Yeah, so since this is the start of this adventure, everyone starts fresh.
Okay.
Just for future reference, do long rests like fully heal everyone?
Not entirely. So the stamina regeneration rate is really fucking high, so it's entirely improbable that you wouldn't regenerate all of your stamina with a long rest. Constitution score HP, so it's a pretty solid boost in HP, but if you have a large health pool, you might not recover at all. But you said that Githranos topped everybody off in between the last session and tonight.
That's why we're all standing.
Yeah, I was going to say that was more of an explanation of how we're all here in the first place.
Well, the incapacitation would have worn off after a couple minutes on its own.
Gotcha.
All you guys really had to recover from was the damage, and so realistically, he could have just healed everybody up, and then everybody rests, and everybody would be at full.
Gotcha.
Okay, cool. So we'll just say that. And I guess
maybe forgive me real quick, I don't remember, but the last session I remember us doing stuff was that combat against all the Pharaoh beasts, right? And
Yeah.
the guy that like was walking past us and just escaped.
Yep.
I didn't take any damage during that session.
Excuse me, guys. How much damage is that being healed? AP purposes.
No, Crystal, you had to have taken damage because he just laid us all out.
No, Crystal never got close enough to him.
Yeah, I stayed away.
Okay, well then I guess Crystal is the one that rescued us all.
But yeah, you're welcome, motherfucker. Carry all of you on my back.
The incapacitates didn't do any direct damage. They just incapacitated you. So the only people that took damage were the people who got close enough to get hit in the face.
Gotcha.
We're Devin and I think didn't Ephirius get hit once, and I think I pretty much healed him to full already.
Yeah, I think so.
I think so.
Yeah, I think Devin's the only one that still has some damage on him, but I mean that's
Womp womp.
like
So-
one or two spells, whatever.
So to
but-
clarify, how much health gets restored during a long rest, generally speaking?
Level plus Constitution score, I think.
Level plus score or
Yeah.
modifier?
Score.
Okay, nice.
I think that was one of the things I put in to make the actual score matter a little bit more.
Okay, heard that. All right, so that being the case,
You can
Come
send a
about
quick hit.
nightfall, everyone's restored to full. Consider yourselves all patched up. Holy shit, Devin has 29 HP. It's amazing.
Fuck yeah. I may have to recalculate that.
Don't need high hit points if you don't get hit.
Okay.
I mean, I guess.
Alright, so that being the case, come nightfall, Aetherius is going to say, well, I've had a good nap, and I have a few rats to catch, so to speak, now that we've come back to town. If you don't mind, I'm going to excuse myself.
Would you mind if I tagged along? I'm actually looking for a rat myself.
Oh? I have some personal business I'll have to attend to at some point, but I don't mind if you tag along until we part ways.
Fair enough.
Okay. Alright.
Well, I guess
Everybody else
I'll
is gonna
just explore
go
then.
solo through town.
Yeah.
Ideally, this is when you guys like have individual scenes.
Yeah,
through-
that's kind of what I gathered. I'll just explore, wander around.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. So, let me move us back. We have good old Ulysses with us now. Welcome to the party, Ulysses.
Hi.
So, moving back to the traveling city.
Okay, yeah. Now that we're here, I can get a better idea of where exactly I'm interested in meandering. Who wants to
Okay.
go first?
You do.
I do? Okay.
Okay.
Remind me... Sorry, go
Nick
ahead.
Cannot go first. Nick is the only one who can't go first.
Womp womp.
Fuck it,
So,
I'll go
tell you
first.
what.
I'm in.
Okay, perfect. So, Wade, you and Aetherius are going to sort of make your way about town. And the first thing Aetherius wants to do is grab a drink. So he says,
course.
I know a certain place in the underbelly where we could wet our whistle. If you know what I mean. Sort of chuckles and he leads you to a bar, right?
Is Crystal old enough to drink? I just got to point that out.
Apparently she's old enough for this snake
She's
dude to try
17.
and get her drunk and take advantage of her. What the fuck, bro?
I think she's 17.
Gotta watch out for the
If
emo
it's a
girls.
problem, if it becomes a problem, Aetherius will minor illusion your face to make you appear older. So we'll
I
say
just,
for
you
the
know,
next
as
5
a
minutes-
priest, I would be remiss if I didn't point that out.
Fair enough. So for the next 5
Fuck
minutes,
off, would you?
Crystal, you look like you are like at least 30 years old. And
Just
you
old enough
guys-
to not get
Do my
carded.
tits get bigger too?
Only if you want to, dude. So, Crystal, and I guess Aetherius is here too. Let me put him in this.
Wow, I got 30, but I'm so much bigger.
Just because of the like camera angle. So, you and Aetherius are sort of entering this, or you're walking down this way. When out of a door in front of you guys, a man is like thrown through the air and lands on the ground.
All right, it's this
And-
kind of place.
And this guy looks like he has had the shit kicked out of him. He also appears to be a soldier. And out of the door behind him come a couple of shifters. And they're sort of laughing, and it looks like they're getting ready to kill this guy. And the guy sort of like looks across the ground and looking around, he sees that you're armed, Crystal, and he sees that you're wearing what appears to be like military equipment. And he says, you're human! Quick! Help, please! They want to kill me for being human!
Alright, so I'm gonna just kind of, not point my gun at anybody, but brandish it noticeably and say, what's going on over here?
Okay, okay. At this, these two dogs are going to sort of like turn towards you. And they say, ah, look, another one. Yes, brother. Perhaps we'll eat on 2 of our weaker halves tonight. He said,
Whoa, 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 whoa! Hold on now. You're just trying to eat humans?
and Aetherius is gonna sort of like tug at your elbow, and he's going to say, Priscilla, perhaps it's best we not get involved. Leave the poor solid to his fate, no?
No way. No way. This is wrong. Because then if it's not him, it's me next time. We need to do something.
Fresh meat. Good. Perhaps you'll put up more of a fight than this one. All right.
I'm gonna level my gun towards them and say, "Back off now. You're being racist."
Nice. Roll me a social check.
Is that just?
Oh, with a critical
I
failure.
rolled a nat 1, but it's still a 9. It's still a 9.
There we go.
Holy fuck, you actually have a shitload, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah, human plus soldier. Yeah, diplomacy's pretty much my thing.
Wow, holy fuck. Okay.
That's
Which is
why I
funny
wasn't
because
worried
all the-
about having social skills.
I am going to allow you guys to crit succeed and crit fail your skill rolls. So
Sure.
even though it's a 9, we're going to treat this as a nat 1.
Okay. I like
And-
stumble and fall. Oh shit.
And with that, these two shifters here are going to... One of them is going to sort of like grab this guy and just like picking him up by the head, just like toss him against this wall over here. And the two of them are going to turn towards you. And Aetherius is going to say, shit. Alright, I'll back you up. And I need everyone to roll initiative. Or actually just you, Crystal.
Hey.
Okay. Let's get some combat music in here.
I guess I should turn that up a little bit for the sake of the recording.
It's up to you. Actually, I don't like that one, so we're going to use this one instead. Okay. Let's see who got what. Wow. Aetherius is up first. So, Crystal, he is going to spit some acid at one of these dogs.
Boy, I love the acid. The acid's
Oh my
great.
god. And actually deal a lot of damage. So
Hell yeah.
So Aetherius sort of steps around you, Crystal, as he was sort of cowering behind you, and sort of
Like always.
talking a loogie spits this long stream of acid, which just sizzles as it hits this shifter's face, and it sort of covers its eyes as it like splashes against his face, and it's going to go, oh, fuck, it burns.
Yeah, I hate it when you do that.
He says. Aetherius looks at you and says, if you're going to do something, do it quick. Next up, one of these dog shifters is going to pounce towards you and attempt to bite you. Alright. How's that do? Ooh, does a 10 hit you?
Got one my AC. My AC is the 10. Is an 8. Yeah, 8.
It's an 8. Okay. Alright, so you are going to take 6 damage, but you are now up.
Ugh. Did he bite me or claw me?
He bit at you. So he like sort of snapped at you. Sunk his teeth into your
Fucking
shoulder.
dogs. This is why I don't have dogs.
It's racist. Well, you're being racist too.
Okay, so.
Oh.
Alright, so I'm gonna take like a 10-foot step back, which provokes an attack of opportunity. Yeah?
Yeah, I suppose it would if you're gonna move back like that.
Hmm.
Boop.
Wait a second.
But it does not hit you.
Yeah, I get a +4. I get a +4 AC for that because of mobility.
Ooh, very nice. Wow, so you have 12 AC during attacks of opportunity?
Or anyway, though.
That's
Okay.
amazing.
Now, yep.
Wait.
Just for moving away. When I move away from.
Okay, so you're sorry.
What's the ability, please?
Mobility, I believe.
Mobility. +4 bonus AC to armor class against attacks of opportunity when you move out of.
My lab.
Which one of the little shifters took the acid damage?
So the far one. Not
Okay,
one
and
that
is the other human guy still being like held up against the wall?
No, he was sort of tossed aside.
I see.
So you have now successfully moved back.
Yeah.
You're free to do anything you like.
I'm away, and I'm gonna like kneel down on one knee and pop a shot at the one that took a bite.
Okay. Roll it up.
Oh. There would be a +1 because of point blank shot. Attack and damage
Oh.
rolls. I don't think that's still. Yeah.
That is enough. So that will hit him. Dealing 3 damage then.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's so disappointing. 3D.
So as your rifle like fires off a shot, he's gonna like as it like hits his shoulder, and at this, a lot of people in the vicinity hearing the gunshot are gonna sort of like cry out and start running away from the area.
Yeah, get back, everybody, get back. We're dealing with racism over here.
Anything else you want to do this turn? Any swift actions
Let
or
me
anything like
see. I guess that's one thing I've never been clear on. What types of things can I do on a swift action?
that? I have no idea. I have no clue. As far as I know, unless you have an ability that specifically says you can do something with a swift actions, I don't think any of us can do anything by default with swift actions.
Okay. What
Uh,
about interacting with like an item or an object?
Yeah, I would let you do that as a swift action.
A
All right,
swift
I'm gonna take
action-
out.
Sorry, a swift action would be anything that takes like a second or less.
Okay, sure. If you just want to like use a quick item, as long as it's not something you have to like set up or anything. If you want to drop or drink a potion,
Okay.
something like that.
I want to throw my bag of caltrops at the dog's feet that's closest to me. So there's 20 caltrops in a bag. I'm just gonna like yeet it at his feet, so it opens up and blows everywhere.
Oh, okay.
Am I allowed to do that, or is that too much for a swift action? That'd be fair if it is.
No, you can just toss this thing. So
Okay.
I will have it make a reaction save. What is your?
I'm not trying to hit the dog. I'm just trying to hit around him, like at his feet, I guess.
Okay, let me have it make a reaction save. 4. Okay. Caltrops. Do you remember off the top of your head how caltrops function?
1d4 and they slow speed.
Oh, nice. Okay, hell yeah. So you
For every
clip
5
it in
feet,
the
1d4
shoulder with
damage
your
and-
rifle, and then you throw these spikes at its feet. So it's essentially standing in this area of denial right now. And how far out does that go?
Oh, you're asking me. I'm sorry. I would say probably like a 10-foot square area.
Oh, I was actually asking him since he was using the item, but that will work
Okay.
perfectly. 10-foot square? Okay. That will work. Anything else you want to do with your turn, Crystal?
Single bag X save. That takes 1 piercing damage.
Takes an additional piercing damage?
Just like tucked behind, like me.
Okay, okay. All right. This dog over here, who's had this acid sort of splashed into its face, is going to run over to Jace over here. Flip it there. And it is going to bite him. Dealing 8 damage. Oh, man. He is going to cry out as you see it sort of pounce on him and sort of like shake him and rattle him from side to side. He's like, ah, ah. All right. Go ahead and reroll initiative.
Wait. We re.
Yes. Oh, shit. That's right. I'm sorry. I'm used to playing my game. Do we re-roll initiative in this system?
You can. That wasn't my intention. I'm not personally a fan.
Okay. In that case, do you guys want to re-roll initiative? I generally prefer to because we all have buttons and it's super easy.
Yeah, my roll was better this time, so yes.
Okay, perfect. Let's go ahead and go with those dynamic rounds then. So, in that case, from the top, ooh, Crystal, what's your agility modifier? +3. You go first.
So, the one that bit Jace, since it's not looking at me, would I get any benefits for like a sneak attack type option, or does that exist in this mechanic?
Believe in this system, you have to buy the ability to use sneak attack. Do you have that?
No, I definitely don't. Okay,
Okay. I think only Ulysses.
that works.
has that.
I'm just gonna like. Okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna just duck off to the left alongside the wall, closest wall that I'm at, and
Okay.
I'm gonna pop a shot at that one that bit Jace. Since he's in melee with another person, I do not take the -4 penalty because I picked up precise shot last time,
Hell yeah. Okay, very nice.
and it's still within point blank range. So
Wow. Okay.
much better, much better. So
So
that's a
this
12 to
time-
hit and a 9 damage.
You sort of slide back again, your training kind of kicking in, and then dropping to one knee, you draw real quick, and with another like crack of your rifle, you're gonna catch this, this like dog in the side of the head, as it's like shaking Jace about, and it's going to sort of ragdoll on the ground beside him. And at this,
Take that, racism.
this other dog is going to sort of look around and be like, "Fuck!" And on his turn, he is going to attempt to flee.
Does he have to? Does he get stopped by the caltrops? Please say yes.
Well, he's certainly standing on him. He's already affected by him. How much movement reduction does that come out to? He's actually looking
I've
really
closed
fucked.
the window. Yeah, I closed the window.
Okay. Furious standing behind you.
Didn't have it open.
Oh, you're good. It's going to attempt to crack off a shot and
Get my-
missed.
I bet I'll look it up if I beat. Okay. So-
You're all good. So, that being said, Aetherius missing a shot and his bullet going wide, which sort of scares some more people. This dog shifter is going to turn and attempt to flee down this alleyway. And you said it expands for 10 feet
Yes.
from his square, so he's going to move through 2 more. So is that 2d4 damage? Is that how that works?
Yes, it'd be 2d4 damage, and I guess it depends because I see 2 different rulings. There's caltrops that take 2d4, then there's also ones that are dex save and they just stop moving. The dex save one is just 1 damage, but if they get hit, then they stop moving.
Yeah,
but
that's
the
a
other one is
D&D
just
caltrop.
yeah. Okay.
So if Will's caltrops do d4 damage, then as this thing runs away or attempts to run, he's going to sort of turn and stepping on these caltrops. It's sort of like the spike just like is driven right through the top of his foot, and he's going to sort of like shriek in pain and sort of fall down towards these caltrops, attempting to catch himself, but eventually just spiking his hands and face on these caltrops and actually dying on these fucking caltrops.
Oh my god.
And
Fuck
with
yeah,
that,
racism.
With that,
Bless you.
you are now out of that situation. Oh, sorry. So this
Is anybody
guy's
else still
going-
standing around, or is the whole alleyway empty now?
There are a few curious onlookers, people who are like a little more ballsy and just like.
I was
kinda
gonna say,
peeking
very
around
brave
the corner
people.
to watch. Yeah. This sort of thing isn't super uncommon,
Gotcha.
but this guy's gonna sort of like stand up a little bit and being careful to avoid these fucking caltrops all over the place, which someone should probably clean out of this street.
Someone,
good.
someone should maybe.
He's going to come over. He's going to say, "Holy shit, you saved me. Thanks, lady." And he says, "My name's Jace." He says, "I don't know how I can repay you. Let me buy you around."
I look over to Fierce, kind of nudge his elbow, and be like, "Eh."
He says,
If
"Well, it's
you
fine with me.
have
Free
time to
drinks
take
are
stuff to
always on the
Bose, that
table
would
when
be
I'm
really
around."
cool.
So,
I look over at Jason and be like, "Listen, you get me enough drinks, maybe I'll be on the table."
oh my god. He says, "Well, you
So I'm
look
assuming
about
he's kind of
my
hot.
age."
Yeah, he's a soldier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do a
He's-
Okay, I'm gonna have like the anime starry
fit.
eyes, like, oh.
Wow. Okay. So, while you're blushing over this dude, right? He's assuming you're like 30 years old, and he's like, "Okay." He's like, "Well, let's get the fuck out of here because this place is not good." And he says, "Those guys there, and you're gonna look at these guys and see like these dog shifters are like covered with these
That's all I
tattoos."
got.
And he says, "I'm pretty sure those guys
Yeah.
were mafia.
Well, that's all I
we
got.
should get the fuck out of here." And so
That's not my first run in with the mob. It's fine.
Aetherius says nothing at this, but pulls his hood a little lower over his face, and all three of you guys are going to make your way to a nearby bar. And at this bar,
Maybe like a not nearby bar. Maybe is a good idea.
yeah, well, like a bar, down the way.
A safe bar.
Yeah, a safe bar.
Fair.
And
Fair
at
enough.
that bar, he's going to tell you, like, watch the fuck out for some of these shifters. There seems to be some racism going on towards humans. They consider us like the weaker half of their ancestry, So there's
That's
some,
pretty cute considering one just fucking fell on his face and died.
yeah.
That's pretty
Caltrop.
cute. From Caltrops.
Girl drops. Jesus. So he's like, so that's going to happen. He basically fills you guys in. And if you like, you've made a new friend, Jace.
Yes.
You guys can, talk, what have you. After about 5 minutes, your face is going to suddenly, in Youthen, I don't know, de-age.
Oh no, I
like
forgot.
13 years. He's gonna be
Womp
like,
womp.
what the fuck?
Like
And,
maybe they're suddenly like child. Oh no.
You're 12
I
again.
reach up and grab my boobs. No, they got smaller.
Farius, who's sort of drinking as well, is like, oh shit, I forgot about that. And
Hold on, I
after-
just need to go to the restroom and powder my nose. Hold on.
Okay. So he is going to say, Aetherius, after hanging out with you guys for a bit, he says, "Actually, I've got some personal business I need to attend to, so if you don't mind, I'm going to slip off for a bit." And he is going to excuse himself.
All right, high fives, Zephyrius. Thanks for your help earlier. That was really cool.
No sweat, girl. I more than owe you a few, well, some support in combat after everything you did.
So I want to stop and talk to Jace real quick and ask. Oh yeah, you're welcome. You can hide behind me anytime, big boy.
You can't tell if he blushes or not because his face is reptilian. But you're wanting to talk to Jace here?
Yeah, I wanted to ask him what he knows about the vampires locally, or like what does he know about this area?
Okay. So, filling you in on this area a little bit, he is going to tell you this. The two outermost, the Rom and the Karab, both belong to vampires. They are vampire run, and behind shifters, vampires have a lot of influence in this
Yeah,
city.
because I set it back to the old DNS.
However, there is a lot of tension between vampires and shifters in this city because the vampire cartels basically have to answer to the shifter mafia. And even though business is good, because like running a casino in the traveling city makes fucking bank, there is
Sure.
a power, there's like a constant like tension there where like they're trying not to step on each other's toes. But there's some restlessness, because if these casinos do too well, they will start taking away from money from like these guys, that kind of thing. So, this is basically what he fills you in on. Is there anything
Well,
else?
I've never been a fan of the Fangs, but after today, I don't think I like shifters very much either.
He says, well, they're not all like that. Your friend did help us out after all. But
Yeah, he's an exception. He's special. He's fine.
yeah, he seems like a real good guy.
The racism.
Okay, so there's like a
Well-
turf war type of thing happening,
Kind
and
of, sort of like a very tense alliance.
okay,
Driven by like
that makes sense.
financial benefit.
okay. Do you know? Because you mentioned at the preface that I'm aware that the vamp I'm looking for is an aristocrat.
Right,
Do I know
is an
anything else about him? I could ask Jace that maybe like could trigger some plot. I guess I'm trying to meta a
You-
little bit.
You tell him, right? You're like, as it happens, like there's a
Looking
certain
for a vamp.
right? And he says, well, lots of people come and go through this city, and if there's anywhere that you're gonna have any luck finding something like that, and it's not gonna be easy to get to, mind you, but the security systems for the Rom and the Karab are top of the line, and they keep records of everyone who enters and leaves. And he says, I don't know what to tell you if you don't know this guy's name, but I mean, if you know his face and you could find some way to get to the security in there, maybe you have a shot. It's a long shot, though. You got a lot of data to go through.
Yeah, and I'm sure it's heavily protected as well.
He's going to ask you, where'd you get your training? You're a pretty good shot.
Oh, I've been around here and there. Like I said, I've run in with the mob before. Life experience, I guess.
Hmm. Interesting.
Well, what's next for you, Jace?
He says, well, I don't know. I'm here on, what's it called? Leave? I think it's called fucking leave when you get like a vacation.
When you're in the military and you get time off, yes.
Yes. He's like, I'm here on leave. I'm here to fucking enjoy myself. And he's like, but what with all the chaos that just happened with the explosion at Umel and Umel shutting off, not letting anyone in or out, he says, I don't know if I have much choice other than just hang out here in one of these hotels. And he says, but I certainly owe you. And if there's anything I can do to help you out, aside from maybe breaking into one of these casinos, because I don't really want to tussle with the mob or the cartels.
Sure.
It's like, he gives you his contact information.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if there's like a way to have like communicator passcodes or something where we can
Yes.
reach each other
Yes.
directly.
Yeah, he gives you his contact information. He's like,
Give me them
like,
digits, boy.
like, I owe you, kid. Like, it's
Yeah.
kind of weird that you like de-aged, but you're all right, kid. Okay. Is there anything else you want from this scene?
No, but I think I'll just go ahead and use a health potion to get my 6 hit points back, I guess.
Bless you.
Word. All right. Who would like to go next? Wade. Sorry, Wade just went. So Githranos or Devdin?
Wade.
Or Will.
I would like to find a crowd to work and go steal some shit. That was my plan for this downtime.
God, okay. So
Okay, I
we're gonna
guess
go
Will's
find-
up next.
Okay. So I'll just keep you up here. So you are looking for a crowd to work, you said.
I believe the
put you
technical
up-
term for that is suckers.
Yep.
All
In
right.
pockets.
So run me through this. What are you wanting to do here?
Oh, I'm gonna pick pockets and steal shit. I am a sneak thief, and that's like my main form of income. And there's nothing else going wrong or going on. We're just like I've been hired to help with whatever, and while I'm waiting for that to happen, I'm gonna go pick some pockets.
Okay. That would just be stealth in this
Yeah.
system, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything you're trying to do? You're just picking any random pockets?
Yeah, I'm just making money in my downtime. Anybody
Okay.
that looks like they have a fat stack, lots of coin.
Ulysses,
Yeah.
roll me a perception check. Okay. Okay, perfect. Ulysses. As you are pickpocketing, right? You are sort of staying on the down low, and something catches your eye. As a trained ninja, and especially as a small one like this, you're good at picking out other people who are also trying to lay low in a crowd. And you spot Ephirius. And he appears to just like be keeping his hood low, trying to make sure nobody's keeping an eye on him. And he is very intentionally sneaking somewhere. And you are going to notice Ephirius as he sort of makes his way back behind the inns in the residential district and behind the artisan tents. You don't have to follow him. You can continue going about picking pockets and such if you'd like.
And I don't really know Ephirius, right? I'm here on Lionel's contract.
Right. Yeah. This is just like one of your team members, but he is clearly doing something like kind of shady.
Word. I'm gonna
Or at
turn.
least making efforts not to be seen. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna turn invisible and follow him.
You're going to turn invisible and follow him?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So, you're going to follow Ephirius. Are you able to move around? I thought you just had minor invisibility, correct? Or are you just saying you're stealthing?
No, invisibility lasts until I like attack or take a real action, cast a spell. I can move.
Okay. Okay. So, Ephirius is going to sort of come to the edge of the crystals over here, and moving aside like some trash and some crates, you're going to see that like there is a small tunnel that has been drilled through this crystal to the outskirts on the other side of town. And Ephirius is going to like crawl through this hole, the outskirts.
So I'm going to sneakily follow him. Also, I am tracking the time so that I can recast invisibility when my duration is up, and I'm deducting stamina for my casts.
Okay. It's only about a 10-minute walk. But he's clearly going somewhere with purpose.
I'm gonna go ahead and deduct the 1 stamina for when I recast it when we get wherever the fuck.
Okay, no sweat. So, after sort of meandering through like a seemingly endless, like puzzle-like maze of these tents and this sort of like garbage city that's been erected outside, Ephirius is going to pause outside of a tent and sort of look about to make sure no one's following him. And then he is going to change his appearance into that of a female dog shifter. And he's going to
This
step inside
bitch.
of the tent.
I
Of
was
course
gonna
he
say, so he made himself look like a bitch.
Made
Does
himself look like a
Marcellus
bitch.
Wallace look like a bitch?
Does now.
Made himself look like a bitch, and then he walked into the tent.
I'm gonna sneak up to like the entrance of the tent and just try and like peek in, listen in.
Okay. Now you're sort of being mindful that like given the outside light, if you try and like open this tent flap too much, it'll like let some light in, right? And sort of indicate that something's opening the flap. Even if you're invisible, it's not gonna like reveal you per se, but they're gonna notice it. It's gonna be obvious. Roll me a perception
Don't-
check. As you hear Ephirius sort of like speaking in low murmurs with this like old woman who's inside.
Whisper,
She looks very shrewd.
Will do, and yes, for the record, I am not touching anything or interacting with anything. I'm just peeking to see if I can like peek through a crack and listening to
for
whatever.
sure. For sure. Damn, that's pretty fucking good. Okay, so Ephirius, you're going to hear him like quietly say, like in a woman's voice, like, okay, so it's the price we agreed then. And this old lady says, yes, of course. And she says, you know me, I always do good business. And Afiri says, very good. Then here, just put it on the new drive for me. And that's all I need. And so you're going to see this woman sort of take this iPad, this not iPad, fucking but like a tablet, right? And it's the tablet that actually, Ulysses, you're the only one who wouldn't know where this tablet's from.
Yep.
So Apherius takes a tablet that he had stolen from the bridge of the research vessel, and he puts it, like, he gives it to this woman, and she is going to sort of like plug it into her computers and, like, working through lots of stuff, right? She is going to download all of it into like a small drive and like put it into like a cloth bundle, right? Which she ties with a string and gives back to Apherius. And Apherius, like, taking this bundle, sort of like puts it on his person and then sort of steps out the door.
I'm gonna get the fuck out of the way
Okay.
and continue to follow at a short distance, like 10 feet or whatever, and recast invisibility on myself as necessary.
Okay. You see Apherius sort of look around, trying to make sure no one's following him. He sees nobody, even though you're only 10 feet away. And you are going to see him sort of go back about his business. In fact, he is going to... I don't know what he's going to do. I don't know. But you're essentially following Apherius for a while?
Yeah, and if he goes back to something mundane like shopping, then I'm just gonna continue to like work the crowd as I slowly keep it. Once we get back to people where it's less obvious that I'm in the area, I'm going to stop recasting invisibility.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm just gonna like follow him at a distance, picking pockets.
No problem. So yeah, he's just going to go about mundane business after that, not do anything in particular. You do see him make like a few phone calls that he's speaking like very quietly and in isolated places, but that's about it. Okay. Nick
What up?
or Eddie, whoever wants to go next.
Indifferent.
Okay.
Eddie fell asleep because he's an old man.
He is an old man.
I'm here,
Okay.
but I am an old man. That's fair.
Okay. So,
Me and my Y'all Might hoodie.
all right. So tell you what, we'll do Nick next.
Okie dokie. I'm really
All right.
curious why I couldn't go first. I
So-
mean, we're about to find out, but okay. So remind me real quick. The Druids Park. Is there anything to that other than just looking really fucking cool?
You can go check it out if you like.
Before I do that, oh, okay, never mind. Cool. Let's check that
Doesn't
out.
matter.
Ah,
Doesn't
that's
matter.
cool. I
It's
dig
just
it.
art.
I dig it.
Okay. So
I guess perception check if there's anything here that might interest me. Hey.
well, what would interest you? What are you perceiving or attempting to perceive?
Let's see. I guess not to lean into
Kinda
the
curious,
religion
where's
thing
this
too
artwork
much. but-
from? This artwork's pretty cool.
Thank you. This is all from Pinterest. Pinterest has tons of
Hmm.
girl shit and is also overflowing with D&D shit.
Wow. Yeah, big fan.
Thank you.
I don't know. I'm just looking for any
looks
performers, any kind of religious stuff. I don't know. I'm just taking it in, man. I'm taking everything in. Anything that might be religiously interesting, or what are my knowledge skills again? I think like nobility and religion. So anything in those two specialties that might be interesting to me.
So, is there anything religious in this thing?
Or
here?
noble.
Or noble.
Yes.
Okay. I would say, just given what you know, this is clearly the work of magic This area seems to have been grown to be very thick and lush like this, so in part for like exploration, but also in part for privacy. So like as you're moving through here, you'll see like couples making out, that sort of thing. Also, maybe not
Sinners!
the
No, I'm kidding.
safest place at night, given the amount of like foliage here.
Interesting.
As far as there being something here, as you're as you're walking through.
I mean, for the record, when it comes to the storyline, I will check out all the other places. So if you're trying to like shoehorn something in, don't worry, I'll get to whatever place you want me to go eventually.
Not necessarily. This is like completely up to you right now.
Okay.
But as you're walking through here, you are going to hear someone be like, "Hey, robot man."
Okay.
You-
I'll turn and see who's addressing me. I don't say anything. I just turn and see where the voice came from.
So you sort of turn, and you are going to see. Let me see.
Oh no.
Actually, I guess you probably wouldn't call you a robot man. Or here, we'll do this. Give me 1 second. You're gonna see this character here. Where my rabbit's at. I need a rabbit.
Oh lord. I'm scared. Okay, then.
You're gonna see like one of these rabbit shifters kind of approach you. He says, "Look, I know you're an Efri, but I got some stuff that might be of interest to you. Play with your programming and whatnot, if you catch my drift."
Not
So,
sure
like,
that's
opens
something I
his
would be
jacket,
interested in.
And he's got like lots of little USB drives like lined up. And he says, "But if you're wanting something a little more organic, I got that too." And he like opens the other side of his jacket. There's like little, pills and baggies and whatnot in all his pockets.
So he's like literally offering me like digital drugs on USB sticks.
Yes.
I mean, the first rule of cybersecurity is don't plug in strange USB sticks to your device.
Take the drugs.
Nah, I think
and all, but maybe you'll have like a spiritual experience.
I appreciate the offer, but I think I'll have to turn you down. Thank you.
Sort of like there's like a silent pause, like 5 seconds go by where he just says nothing, and he's like, "Okay, but you didn't see me." And then he sort of turns around, like, makes his way back out of here.
Okay then.
Okay. Now,
Was I supposed to take the drugs?
you weren't supposed to do anything. It was just experience. Anything else you want to do in Druid's Park here?
I guess if I walk around for a little bit, and if I don't really see anything else, I guess I'll move on to the next area that caught my interest,
Okay.
which I believe was the office, the coordination office, I think you called it. I was gonna ask what that was. I forgot about that.
The coordination office. Where did I put that? Oh, that's like shipping and shit like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not really.
Like supplies for the traveling city.
Okay,
the
that's not super
offices.
interesting.
Yeah.
Well then I guess I'll just go in a circle. I'll head over to the Mushroom Hot Springs next,
Okay.
and hope that I don't rust.
So since it's evening, I'll put you on this one here. Head over to the Mushroom Hot Springs.
Oh, that's dope. Those are tall.
Yeah, these are like tall. This is like a tall mushroom forest. But at night, all these mushrooms and this fungus sort of becomes bioluminescent.
Oh, that's
And
awesome.
it makes this like really pretty scene.
Man, I
And
bet it gets you so high.
I should have taken the drugs before coming here.
I think one of you guys has a poisoner's kit if y'all want to fuck around with that.
That's me actually.
Okay, well, there you go, man.
He did say he'd let us be creative with our kids, so
I forgot all about the kits.
let's
I
make
mean, yeah,
drugs.
Mushroom Forest. That seems like the perfect place for it.
All
Okay,
right.
yeah,
Roll
I'll.
me a crafting check using your you have these tools. So go ahead and roll me a craft check to try and locate some fly amanita. Or
Do
is
I
it
need
Fly
my-
Garrick? I think it's Fly Garrick. No, is
Do
it
I need my
Fly
guy for
Garrick?
that?
You just
token?
oh shit. You probably do. My bad.
It's all good. I just if there was a way to do it without my token, that would be cool too. Boop. Why
Dev
isn't this?
Dan the
Oh,
robot
I
dude.
gotta switch my. There we go. That's an attribute check, right? So
But it's craft. Have you invested in craft whatsoever?
I have. Let's see.
I guess I should make
With-
craft buttons.
You're good. With the adjustment that you're giving us, I'm gonna have a total of 4.
Total of 4,
No, a total of 6.
6. So you get plus.
Because I
3.
have 2 for my stat, and then I have plus 4 that you're giving us for the rank. I haven't
perfect.
invested anything, so that'll
So
give me a
you
total
have-
of 6.
You rolled a 9 out of 10 then.
Word.
Okay. No problem. You find a small patch of shrooms. These work exactly the way they do in real life, but you will have to dry them out first. So go ahead and add 5 grams of shrooms
Thank you.
to your inventory.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna
Okay.
put this next to
Not
my
what I
inventory.
meant to do. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Okay.
5 Gs, man, that's a Monday. Whatever.
Yeah. So
Okay.
You have enough. You have enough for a pretty solid trip for like one person, maybe 2 people. Moving towards the hot springs. Shit, I don't actually have art for that, but I will get you some art soon enough. But stepping up there
Would that work for? Would that work on a Furious though?
on a
I mean,
Furious,
there is
would
a
the shrooms
Or
work on a
not a
Furious?
Furious. I'm sorry, not a Furious.
Devden.
Devin, I
think
apologize.
That
mean,
is a
I-
question for Will.
I would imagine it would, because no, because I'm like a crystal, right? That's a good question.
What is the question?
No, I'm a crystal.
Shut
Do-
up.
Do shrooms and organic drugs and poisons
sorry.
affect
That was so
every?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, okay.
There you go, Devden. If you want, you can do some shrooms.
I'm
Hey.
going down to poison craft right now.
Efri eat in a non-traditional way by like breaking down and absorbing the food directly into their crystal.
I'm like a blood cell.
Atomize it and absorb it.
Okay.
Like a blood cell.
Also, while I have the mic, I just messaged everybody basic template for craft. Change the craft type to whatever you have, and change the plus to whatever your modifier is for it, and just paste it into a fucking button.
Hell yeah, thanks, dude. Okay.
I
So
don't know how to
that
do
that
but
kind
I'll
of
try.
stuff will be stuff you guys can do. So like even foraging for something related to your craft, I'll let you guys roll craft for that. So
how do
you
I,
have this.
how do I make
sorry,
a
what?
button? Oh, add. Okay.
Yeah, you add it as an ability, copy paste it right in. It should work like that.
Let's see. Crafting.
Okay.
So aside
Think
from this,
I done it.
Dope.
I
And
will
show
find
us
us some art for the hot springs themselves, but Devden, stepping towards the hot springs area, it's like this large lake, but it's sort of like made in such a way that there's like 3 major pools, and up on the upper right hand side there are these reverse waterfalls, which are just like funneling water into the air and just having it sort of like mist down as a rain in the vicinity. It's very beautiful.
Well, that's cool. I just, like I said, I hope I don't rust. So.
Yeah, you don't run.
Um,
Try a little bit of this.
Oh,
Okay.
hold on a second.
It tastes almost the
fine.
exact. It's a little
In fact, I'm gonna grab a White Claw. Be right back.
it's good.
Okay, cool.
White
Susie-
Claw?
Yeah, why did I just say okay to that? That's heresy.
What?
Oh my god, it's so hot.
Hey, it's low calories.
Yeah,
You're low
I mean,
calories.
have you seen Hunter? That dude is pretty fit.
I don't think I've
Using
met
it more
Hunter.
salt,
No.
but it's good.
Yeah, he-
Well, I didn't want to overdo it.
No, you're fine. I'm just saying, if anything.
It tastes almost exactly.
and also,
I
they
also
very
make
forgot
a-
that for that. Yeah, go ahead.
they make a 7.5% version of White Claw.
Do they?
Yeah,
It still
I've
tastes
seen
like
it.
shit.
Yeah.
I drink to get tipsy and taste sweet things.
I don't know, like,
I'll
I've
be
really
real,
grown-
this one just and cocoa.
I've
now.
really grown partial to just like Topo Chicos and sparkling water. I've been doing that a
Yeah.
lot recently. So to me, it's just basically that with some extra flavor. It's not really worth the extra price, that's for sure.
I've honestly only had one sparkling water that I actually enjoyed, and it was like the HEB lemon sparkling water that a client gave us while we were working on their site one time. And I was just like, well,
Oh,
I'm
yeah?
super thirsty, and I don't just want regular water, so I'll try it. And I don't know, it's one of those weird things where like I took a sip, and I'm like, oh, this is gross. Another sip.
Yeah.
Another sip.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
that's fair.
And the next thing you know, it's like, yeah, I've killed like 3 of these.
Not too bad.
They're
I
pretty good.
started drinking them to help me quit sodas again, and it definitely worked for that.
See, for me, it's not the carbonation, it's the sugar. Like, I'll drink a flat soda just as quickly as a fresh soda. I don't give a shit about the carbonation.
Oh,
I want the
no.
sugar.
Oh man. Okay.
'Cause
I
I've
don't know if
heard
I could do
people-
that.
Yeah, well, I've heard people say that. Like, oh, try sparkling water because it gives you the carbonation. For me, it's not the carbonation. I don't care. But anyways, I think I heard Hunter come back, maybe?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Let's get back on
Okay.
topic.
So, looking about the mushroom hot springs themselves, while
Okay,
it is a beautiful sight, there's currently nothing here for you unless you're wanting to engage with this, and you have an idea of your own. But if you're just getting the lay of the land, it's a beautiful.
I actually might have an idea now that you mention it. Whoever posted what is your craft modifier? It is 6 currently.
Okay, cool.
I'm not sure
um,
what this place looks like up here.
No, you're good. Are there any even like local urban legends of any sort of special properties of the hot springs water? Like, do they say it has any healing properties or?
Ooh, roll me a nature check. Nature
Oh.
local check.
I don't have either, but here's an attribute check.
Oh my gosh. Well, as it happens,
Oh, nice.
Wow.
given
A
your
nat 10.
background in poisons, you
Nicely
have
done.
learned some local legends about what was it again?
The springs, just if they have any special attributes, like I know some people claim that certain hot springs have healing properties and stuff like that.
These springs are rumored, mind you, to have an aphrodisiac effect.
Ah.
They're gonna go great with your mushrooms.
I'm sorry, for some reason I wasn't expecting that. I should have expected that from you, but
You're gonna be ready to throw down.
I honestly do not see a reason where I might need that, but you know what? If I have like a little bottle on me, I'll go ahead and scoop some into a bottle. Just why the
Okay.
fuck not?
Let me see. I think what I'm actually thinking this is gonna do is the reverse of an aphrodisiac effect. Like
Oh, Lord.
it's like no, well, not in a bad way, but like a pheromone type of effect. So
Like repels people?
If you drink this water, right? Consider yourself skilled in diplomacy checks for 1 minute.
Ooh.
So that's like 1 advantage.
Would you say that's like a +1 to diplomacy?
Or at least for the sake of 1 scene, we'll say that for 1 scene you get it, however long that scene lasts, unless it like drags on unrealistically long.
For the record, I noted that it's a small bottle of spring water, so I'm assuming I have 2, maybe 3 mouthfuls of this at best. So,
Okay, cool.
unless you want me to say
I-
it's just like a vial where I've only got like 1 shot, which is also fine. So,
I'm gonna say that you have the option of bottling it. You can certainly drink it now if you like. There's plenty of it around.
no, I was thinking just like I'll bottle some up and take it later, see what
Yeah,
happens.
sure, go ahead.
You know,
Go
see
ahead.
if I find a use for it later. Okay, then from there
you
I
know-
will. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm just gonna say, like, in an open-ended way, I'm going to assume that because you have the poisoner's kit, the toolkit, that you have vials in there, and I'm not gonna be like
Mm,
hustling you for bottles. And that's
That
gonna work
makes
for your
sense.
other kids too. You guys have like basic supplies if you need them, assumably.
that checks out.
Okay, so yes, go ahead. And take a few
So
bottles
next
if you like.
I'll move on to the artisans area, and I'll just go ahead and save you the time, and I'll roll a perception check. And specifically, I'm going to be looking for anything, again, religious, nobility, but also just anything really cool that I might be interested in purchasing.
Will, roll me a stealth check.
Am I walking past this motherfucker?
Oh, okay. So, Devdin,
I bump right into
Wait,
him.
wait. I'm sorry. That was not him.
you have a plus.
That was my stealth check.
Okay.
I was clicked on Devdin's character and for some reason can roll his buttons.
Because you're still a D&D. Or you're still a DM.
Oh,
should
no, I did that so everyone could see each other's names before I realized how to properly set it, so you guys can all see names.
Ah.
Yeah, I can roll things
I
for
will
Devin
fix
too.
that. Yeah, all of you can do that for each other. I'm just hoping you
Cool.
guys will not
It's
move
not a
each
big.
other around. Anyways,
Hey, I didn't realize that was the thing.
you guys should be able to see each other's names because of that right now, though, right? You can see Ulysses' name and vice versa.
I can see everybody's names.
I can see Ephirius. I can see mine. I can't see whoever you're moving.
Oh, here.
Like, I see the token. I don't see the name.
You should be able to see his name now.
I was going to say I see everybody. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I was going to say now
perfect.
now I see everybody. Cool.
So, Devdin.
Yep.
As you are sort of like walking back towards these artisans, you are going to encounter an interesting sight.
Holy.
You're walking past, like, you're walking, like, down the street, essentially.
I'm sorry. I
And
just
you-
love the way that I'm, like, in the front of the scene. Like,
Yeah,
I'm part of the
this is like
artwork. I love it.
over the shoulder look, yeah.
It's beautiful. Okay, sorry. Continue.
So you're sort of like walking through towards the artisan area, and you see like a lot of the crowds of people sort of like getting out of the way and moving around, and you see this kind of interesting sight. And it's what looks to be like these tatted up, like, and they've just got that like those hard faces, you know, they look like they're criminals, and they're sort of walking through the street, and there's this hyena man who's on all fours, and he's sort of like crawling on all fours as he's like sniffing at the ground.
Okay.
And as these people are like walking past you, and one of them's like talking on a cell phone, this big one, right, you just see like his eye like kind of turn as he looks towards you, and as he's walking past you he says, "Fuck you looking at, priest?"
I'm
Just like,
not going to say anything.
okay, yeah, he just keeps going on his way.
Well, that was interesting.
Okay. Now, as far as things you want to buy, there is a lot available here, and some of it's going to be
Makes sense.
crazy expensive.
Okay, I
Let's
got
leave it
200
open-ended.
bucks.
What are you looking for? What sort of thing would interest you?
Those would probably be too expensive. Are there any books that might interest me for under $200?
Oh,
Any
you can
study
find
books or
most
reference
books
books?
for under $200. So you want to get a book that you can use downtime, like developing a skill? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Which
I
I
was
will
I was
let you
actually
do.
thinking just like a religious, more study books and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean,
So here's something.
a Key
I
of
will-
Solomon.
This is a downtime thing that we will do in addition to crafting.
Okay.
Think of all of your long rests as a currency, and you can do your own crafting projects. Y'all can make, if you want to make a custom poison, something like that, you can develop that. If instead you want to buy a book on like some form of knowledge, or you want to buy a book on use computers, and you commit long rest to that, we'll keep track of that. And after you've say like spent 3 long rests, studying this, we'll give you like those sorts of benefits. Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, that's
So you
that's
can
smart.
customize your characters that way.
Okay.
by spending
In
downtime.
this case, I think I would benefit from buying a book on piloting and let's do survival if I can find any of those.
Okay. Survival is actually really easy to find. Like, as
That checks
someone
out.
who reads survival books, you're gonna find that. It's
Yeah.
not even gonna be that much. If you're wanting to buy like a survival textbook, something like really solid on it, we'll say that'll cost you like 30 gold
Okay. I don't know if I have any gold.
or dollars. I don't. Or
I
what are we
have
using?
225 silver.
Silver. Oh shit. Okay. So that is 2 gold. Okay. Is a gold $1?
I think it's 22 gold.
Is a gold $100?
A gold is $10.
Okay, okay.
10 silver, and silver is like the dollar equivalent.
10 silver. So this would be like 10 silver.
So it's like 22 gold.
Yeah.
So how much would $30 be? $30 would be silver then, right?
Be
3
30
gold.
silver.
3 gold. Okay. Shit, you only
Okay.
have silver? Oh, you
I mean, I
haven't
can-
been
I can
paid
convert it
yet.
to gold.
That's right. Okay, okay, no sweat.
That's fine. So
Oh, but
minus
you have
30
100
silver.
Yeah, 30 silver then.
Okay. And that'll give me a book on
Er.
survival.
Hang on, so I'm trying to figure out some math real quick. How much in dollar amounts do you have on your person? Just so I can like equate one economy.
I
with,
have
like,
225 silver. I don't know how much that is in dollar amounts.
$225.
200. Okay, perfect. Then this would only be 30 silver.
Okay.
Okay.
And also, I
AKA
totally
3
missed
gold.
survival book. Okay.
A book on piloting, a piloting textbook, I feel like would be more expensive. If you want to get something like that, you're gonna have to drop 70 silver.
Let me just do the survival book for now, and let me see what else I can find. So,
What else are you looking for?
let me think about that for a second.
While you're doing that, Githranos.
Yo,
Devin, is there anything else you want other than like shopping from this scene?
From this specific part, no.
Are you just wanting to explore the city in general?
Yes, that's basically just what I'm doing.
Okay. Flavor-wise, we can absolutely say you do that.
Okay, sorry.
No, you're all good. If you want to look up like other books or something, just like shoot me a message. It shouldn't be a big deal. So Githranos.
yes sir.
So, you, sir, are making your way through the city. And let me check this first. Okay, perfect. As you're just like wandering alone through the underbelly, you hear a voice like call out to you, right? And looking over, you see a lizard shifter. And she says, "Hey, Dragon Man, you ever been with a lizard girl? We got all the parts you like, baby, real cheap." How do you respond?
Sorry,
And he is speechless.
I'm giggling a little bit. Sorry.
Come on,
Githranos-
sugar, I'll make it special for you.
Githranos kind of looks over. Oh, thank you, last. You're very pretty, but I think I'm gonna take a pass. I've got some business to attend to.
Ah, you cheap ass.
He does actually take a gold piece out of his out of his pocket and pass it to her. He's like, "Oh no, not cheap. Just like I said, busy. But thank you for your time, miss." And he passes on.
Okay, so you're just like flashing your money essentially?
Not really. He does it discreetly, but he pulls it out of his bag and gives it to her, just kind of like very quietly as he comes up and he's basically trying to make nice, not like he's not trying to offend her, basically.
Okay, okay. Well, you're not a customer, and as soon as that becomes evident, she loses interest.
Okay, well, she got a gold out of it, so you know.
Oh shit, you gave it to her. I thought
Yeah,
you were
that's it.
okay. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah,
That's what he's saying. He's trying to give her the gold.
Oh, in
he
that
gives
case,
her and it's like, I'm not trying to waste your time, love. Just a little bit busy. I might come back later.
she says, "I'll be here, sugar. Come back for me."
Nice.
Okay. All right. Now, that aside, as you're walking through town, this is one of the scenes, unfortunately, I did not have time to make art for. But you're walking through town, and you're going to hear kind of from an alleyway, like, the sound of, like, a bunch of kids, like, giggling together. Sounds like mischievous laughter.
That actually sounds sounds like fun. So Githranos is gonna kind of wander towards the laughter, keeping an eye out.
Okay, let me put you on the map somewhere. So we'll say since you're wandering through the underbelly that this will be happening like right about here. So we'll move you there. So Githranos, as you are walking down this way, you come around this, like you sort of step into this alleyway between these buildings, and you see a bunch of kids. And these kids are sort of like giggling amongst themselves, and they're throwing stones at this woman. And this woman is singing and dancing. And none of the stones are hitting her.
I'm glad you feel better.
Githranos is kind of confused. Kind of walks up. Hi, kids, what you doing over here? What's that? You having fun with that lady over there?
As you walk up and get a little closer, you're going to see like a nasty cut on the woman's cheekbone, you see like a fresh little trail of blood running down the side of her face, where it seems like a stone had hit her.
Oh shit.
When he sees the blood, he gets a little more serious. All right, little fuckers, get out of here. Hold on.
Okay, roll me
And he
a.
waves his hands at him, kind of. He also is carrying his great axe. Like, are we carrying weapons right now?
Yeah. Go ahead and make me diplomacy checks at advantage. Scare these little fuckers out of here.
Fucking kids, man, they're the worst.
Get out of here, you little rotten shits.
Sorry, I'm looking at it.
Little bastards.
You eat bastards.
Sorry, I don't see my. Oh, there's my toe.
There you go.
So.
Single woman. Okay, so. Okay, crits, yeah. So, Theranos, you're a pretty fucking intimidating dude. First off, you're pretty tall, and on top of that, like, you're a dragon, you know? And these little shifter kids, like, kind of look up at you, like, brandishing this weapon, and you're just like, get out of here, little fuckers.
It's on my back. I'm not holding my hands. I'm not
Right. You're not brandishing it. Sorry, you're wearing it though, and they see this, and they're just like you know, and they all like scatter out of here. And when they all leave, this woman who is dancing, who's like this short little hen woman, right? She finally like stops singing and dancing, and she says, "Oh, thank you. I didn't know if I was gonna be able to stop dancing for another hour."
Are you doing all right, miss? You seem to have a little cut there. And he kind of comes up and gives her a minor heal.
Minor heal. Okay. As it like seals the wound, she sort of gasps and she says, thank you. I'm not really accustomed to such kindness. You really came through for me when I needed you." She says, "I'm Isolde."
You can call me Gith, ma'am. What just seems to be going on? Why were you dancing for the little shits over there?
And she sort of shakes her head and she says, "The dancing's how we cast." And she says, it's just a little trick that we've learned. My caravan and I." And she's sort of like regarding like her family. And she says, "As long as I keep it up, those stones have a much harder time finding their mark. I didn't know if they were going to keep chasing me or not." And looking at this woman, Isolde as a hen is about as tall as like a lot of these big shifter children. And so like these kids can like pretty easily bully her. And she says, I wish I had some way to repay you. And she thinks and she says, actually, I know. Are you busy? Maybe I can introduce you to Mama Swearto.
Well, I was on my way to go get some potion items, but I think I could stop and meet Mom.
And she says, it's the only way I know how to thank you. She says, Mama Swearto will be happy to help you. She looks kind of bashful for a second, and she says, there is one thing though.
Oh, what's the deal, lass?
She says, it's outside the city. I hope you don't mind, or think any less.
Githranos doesn't really understand the implications of that, so he just kind of shrugs.
Okay.
So, he just kind of shrugs. Well, why should that bother me? I'm not really sure. Why don't we take a stroll over?
She says, you're a sweetheart. All right, Mama Swearto will like you. Trust me. And so she sort of leads you up out of the western exit of the city. And this is like a big shipping exit, so it's like kind of wide. And you guys are going to move into the outskirts, where she is going to lead you to a small circle of caravans. And among them is one in particular. It seems to belong to a fortune teller of some kind. And the words outside say Madam Fate. It also says mystery case files, but you have no idea what that means.
Well, this looks right fun. Let's go meet the lady, shall we?
Okay. So as you can see, there's like 2 doors on this thing, and assumably both of these doors are closed, right? And you and this hen girl, Isolde. There you go. She's about yay tall there. So she leads you here, and she starts calling out, Mama Swearto! Mama, are you awake? And you guys hear like a kind of like rustling within. And then like this little door on the bottom opens up. And this old woman sort of like steps outside. And she's like, Isolde, is that you? She says, yes, Mama Swearto. I was saved by a kind stranger. I was hoping you could give him a reading for free. He saved me from some kids who were throwing rocks at me. And he healed my wounds to boot. She says, oh, what a sweetheart.
I am a pleasure to meet you. He reaches a hand out to take hers. Is she like offering a hand or anything like that?
She's sort of standing in the doorway up here, like at the top of these stairs.
All right.
And looking at you. You notice that she's looking at you, but she's looking in your direction. And as you sort of ascend these stairs and you're kind of looming over her, you get a closer look at her eyes, and her eyes seem to lack irises and pupils.
Okay.
She says, oh my, you're a tall young man, aren't you?
I wouldn't quite say man, but you could say that. I am pretty tall, yes.
She says, well, come in, tell me all about what happened. I'd be happy to give you a reading if young Isolde here says you've helped the young lady. And she is gonna sort of like open, you watch as she like reaches her little arms up and like opens the top half of the door, you know, so you can step inside. And she says, come in, young man, come in. And stepping into this room, Githranos, there's like this table, and this table is sort of etched with these arcane runes. And there's like this big squishy like old person chair on the other side, and Mama Swearto sort of as she's sort of walking through, you see she like rests a hand like on the wall as she like feels her way through, and finding her seat, she like sits down and sort of looking a little bit above your head. She says like, "Oh, tell me all about what happened." You know.
That's an Arcanum check to kind of study the runes on the table.
Okay. 7 out of 10. Okay. So looking at these runes, they're definitely some form of ritual magic. There is a spell that is prepared here. The source of the magic is not clear. It likely comes from Mama Swertu as she's like casting the magic. But this table seems to be here to amplify something. Little like abrasions around the edge of the table show lots of hands have sort of gripped the sides, and lots of people have sat here. It looks a little used and worn.
Is there a chair my size in this?
Yes, yes, there is.
Okay, I kind of take a seat, and
She appears to be a diviner of some kind.
I actually point out the table. No, this here seems might fancy.
And she says, "Oh, well, we do what we can in our own humble way." She says, "As you can see, I'm something of a diviner, a fortune teller. Take of it what you will. But I help people. It is a rather costly service, but given the aid that you've granted young Isolde, I'd be happy to help you once for free." She says, "I offer scrying services."
Oh, ma'am, I couldn't do that for free. Especially something that you do for a living.
She says, "Oh, don't you worry about it, young man. I insist." And she sort of like remembers something suddenly, and she says, I've just remembered. I believe my tea's ready. Would you like a cup?" She sort of pours herself some. Pours it right into the cup.
Githranos holds a hand up. I'll pass, ma'am. He kind of pulls a small bottle of spirits out of his jacket and takes a swig.
Says, "Oh, very well, very well." She sits down and gets comfortable, and she says, "Let's get down to business. I can see you're somewhat gifted in the arcane arts as well, are you not?"
Just a bit. Just a little bit of healing here and there. Maybe some minor computer techniques.
Computer techniques. I'm afraid that's far beyond me. I'm too old for all that. Will, what nature of magic would divination be under?
Air mostly.
Air. Okay. So, Githranos, you're going to see looking at this table that is prepped for an air spell. And she says, "I can see you're gifted as well."
I'm actually double checking. That might be lower.
So, Githranos, she is offering you a free scrying service.
I mean, I'm gonna take it. He's not. It's not like he's gonna turn it down.
Okay. So, what would you like to scry?
We're looking. We're just here right now, looking. We're looking for something specific here, right? Or are we just kind of on? We're on shore leave right now, right?
Pretty much, yeah. You guys have been waylaid by the explosion in the Tower of Umel. So
Okay.
this is a chance for you to do something like for your character.
It's a water.
Water.
he said-
Okay. Then it's prepped for a water spell.
Okay.
And she says, then this is similar to your kinds of magic. Perhaps you might recognize.
He nods a bit, and he's. I do have a question. I would like you to see if you could answer for me. He thinks on it, and we found a creature that shouldn't exist some time ago. I want to know where it is.
Ooh, damn, good use. I didn't even think of that. Oh, fuck. Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking for that orc, bro.
Uh-oh, now I gotta write story I wasn't prepped for.
Oh, he snapped the matrix.
Those are the moments that make D&D so awesome. When you make the
I just
DM
wanna
go,
give
fuck,
up-
I wasn't expecting that.
Okay.
The DM can
Nice.
give that to me at a later time if you would like.
Okay, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Let me mess real quick.
Let me go.
Okay,
potty
okay. So,
While you talk about it.
Githranos. She says, very well, young man. Picture in your mind's eye what you're looking for. The stronger an image you can conjure, as you well know, the stronger the effect of the magic will be. I, meanwhile, will do the searching. And she says, place your hands at the edge of the table.
He follows instructions and pictures as vividly as he can that orc inside the tube while holding onto the edges of the table.
Okay. She is going to place her hands on the opposite edge of the table, and her little hen eyes are going to sort of like ignite with magic, and you see the table respond in turn. And as you're picturing this in your mind's eye, you can see this old woman across the table as she's sort of like blindly like looking around, as if she's looking around the room, as if she's looking for something. And then all of a sudden, each of her eyes sort of individually begins rolling and looking in different directions. And suddenly her head snaps back, and yours snaps back as well. And a picture suddenly fills your mind's eye of this orc in the tower. It is... Ooh. All right, Will, just help me out with this one. So, is this thing... It's still in stasis. What is in the vicinity of this orc in this tower? Like,
It's-
the room.
It's in a lab.
It's in a lab. Okay. So, Githranos, you are going to see a lab around you in your mind's eye, and you see this orc preserved in its like stasis pod, and you're able to see enough of this lab around you that is it a science or a mechanical lab or an arcane?
Science and probably some magic going on there too, because the stasis pod would be techno-magical.
Okay. Githranos, you are also able to identify that it is within the Tower of Umel.
Sweet. Thank you.
Okay. Suddenly, as you're looking around this vision, a figure sort of steps into the room. And as he does so, you see him sort of look up in the air as if he's noticing something. And this figure is going to turn and look directly at you and sort of like hold a hand out. And as he does so, the vision suddenly ends, and Mama Swertu across the table is like gasping and like clutching at her throat. And you see like a sort of like dark cloud sort of hovering about her throat. And her fingers are like passing through it as she's trying to like free something from gripping her throat. She appears to be being attacked by the figure that you guys had just witnessed.
I
Mama
guess I could.
Swertu's eyes begin rolling into her head as she chokes.
I guess I would get up and try and cast Bolster on her, see if that helps her try and resist these effects.
Okay. You cast Bolster on her, and as you do so, you feel something struggling against your magic, but you're able to sort of like use these effects to sort of strengthen her system. And after a moment, the cloud sort of fades and her eyes sort of roll back down, and she oh, what was that? What was that just now?
Something I fear you shouldn't have seen. I apologize, ma'am.
She says, oh dear. I'm afraid I need to rest.
Please do, ma'am. He's gonna give her a minor heal to see if it helps as well. And,
It does help. It does help. She says, that's much better. Thank you. What was your name?
You can call me Githranos, ma'am. I'm traveling through here on a bit of a break from my normal duties.
She says, Githranos. Thank you for your kindness, both for Isolde and for assisting me just now. I don't know what that was, but you're welcome here. I'll tell the others about you, and you're always welcome in this caravan of ours. Which is like a little circular, like, traveling caravan of like this him family.
Ma'am, you've assisted me and mine more than you can know. Githranos pulls 5 gold coins out of his pouch and puts it on the table for her and the daughter.
Okay.
And then he's gonna he stands up, make sure she's okay. He's like, I'll go ahead and take my leave now, ma'am, just to make sure. I'll be about my business.
Yeah, she's clearly shaken by what happened, but your healing magic like soothed her quite a bit. And she says, "Thank you, Githranos. You're always welcome back here. Although perhaps we need to be careful in the future. I've never had such an experience."
Githranos kind of smiles, his toothy dragon smile is like, yeah, yes, ma'am. I'll do my best to be careful with that as well.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else you'd like from this scene?
This
Isolde's
scene,
waiting outside. She greets you as you come out. Yes, this scene.
he kind of talks to Isolde for a minute and says,
Okay.
"You need to take care of your mom. She's a bit shaken after what we've seen. She did me and mine a great favor."
She says, "Oh, well, I hope she's okay. I'm afraid
She
her
will
old
be.
bones can't take too much."
She will be fine, but keep an eye out for people you don't recognize. I know that's a bit much for where you are, but anyone watching you, be careful.
At this, she sort of frowns. She says, "Oh, well, I hope everything's okay." She says, "You'd be surprised, though. In this kind of place, Mama Sweartooth's seen a lot of things. She's a tough old bird."
He nods a bit and is like, "Take care, Isolde." And then he's he wanders off to go get some potion ingredients, the thing he was going to be doing today anyway.
Okay. In the future, if you need a scrying service, you can do so here, but you will have to pay for it. And it is an expensive service.
Yeah, that's totally cool.
Okay.
How expensive is expensive?
I have to learn the economy, the value of everything a little bit better, but it's very expensive because of the story potential it has.
Equate it to dollars.
I still need to know like how much money we would typically have. Like if we typically have like 1,000 gold, I would say that this would be like probably like a 600 gold service. If we have 100 gold or 100, if we have like 100 gold, this would be like a 60 gold service.
Okay, so you're basing it more on how much money the party currently has.
Or I just don't understand the value of the economy quite yet to be able to give you
Word.
a good
So
price.
basically 1 gold is like $10.
1 gold is
Sorry, I really had to pee.
No, you're
That's
fine.
cool.
You're fine. If 1 gold is $10.
Basically the idea was I built it around like D&D, and a lot of the game is D&D equated to modern day, so I was like, all right, 35 gold on average roughly for a weapon. If you buy a weapon in the modern economy, it roughly costs you like $300 to $500. So if 1 gold is $10, that's $350, 35 gold equivalent. The gold is $10. It was basically that simple.
Okay. Honestly, this is something we could probably figure out and just post in chat later if you guys want to use this service. This is how much it costs.
Word.
Okay, so at this point, everybody has done their things for the night, and you all make your way back to the Manticore's tail.
Hey, sorry to interrupt, but how much later do you think we're probably going to go? It's after 9 already.
It's up to you guys.
I would like to wrap up soon. I'd have to go to work tomorrow.
Yeah, same.
Okay. All right. Then we will do one last thing before
Sorry,
we
man.
pick up next time. No problem. This is actually where we're approaching a good stopping point if you guys want to stop. So everybody comes back except for Ephirius. And as everyone is winding down for the night, you're all nuzzled cozily in your beds.
No, I'm upside down in my bed.
When suddenly,
Shit, I can tell I'm tired because the idea of going to bed sounds amazing right now. Damn it.
Ephirius bursts into the room, slamming open the door, and he says, "Wake up! We're in trouble! They're not far behind!" And he turns and locks the door.
What's all the ruckus? Who's behind?
And he says, "The wrong kind of people! Can't shake them! No time to explain!" He
Is it
moves
more of
over.
those shifters, those racist shifters?
As you guys are asking him this question, he's moves over to the side of the room, and he's trying to push this crate over in front of the door, and he sets it in front of the door, and just as he does so, the door explodes open, hurling Ephirius across the room, and he sort of crashes against this bed. Hang on,
Holy
turn
cow.
off this chill music.
Ay, boyo.
And at this, a massive mammoth shifter sort of steps into the room, as well as a hyena shifter who sort of springs in, and behind him and behind them, there is a rabbit shifter and a thug who both sort of enter brandishing Uzis, and they say, "Everyone sit the fuck down!" And the hyena, meanwhile, sort of sniffing across the floor, is going to make it to Ephirius and say, "Smells like the guy." And at this, Ephirius is going to say, "What the fuck do you want? Why are you following me?" And the mammoth is going to walk over next to Ephirius and pull out a Desert Eagle. Okay, and then he's going to shoot Ephirius in the stomach 3 times,
What? What?
dealing 15 damage to Ephirius, who is on the verge of death.
Should we have been responding this whole time?
You had the option to do so if you like.
Oh my
See, I
god.
thought
Good
we
shit.
just kind of kept going, so we weren't really sure. We were. I
Oh,
thought this
okay.
was-
So just so you guys know, feel free to interrupt me so I know your character is responding in the moment.
Okay, well then as soon
Okay.
as the guy walked up with the Desert Eagle, I would have been like, whoa, hold on. What's going on
I'm
here?
just gonna at that point. Yeah, I would have. I was
When-
over to help Ephirius with the crate, so I would be middle of the room, and then if they're pulling guns out, I'm
Okay.
Quick point of order. Were we resting for at least 30
Yes.
minutes
At least-
before
at least 30
Ephirius busted in the door?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So
So,
the point
get
of stamina
props.
regen. And
Yeah. Before
When-
he.
Okay.
Sorry, go ahead.
Hang on. Okay, so for the sake of this scene, Githranos, if you were in the room, then you were also thrown back near Ulysses here.
Okay.
And you are prone. You will have to stand up before you can do anything.
I can
And
fire breath
Ulysses,
from the floor.
you can fire breath from the floor. Ulysses, was that you that was talking and like, hey, hold on?
Yeah, when he busted in and said, "Oh no, they're coming. They're right behind me," I would have cast invisibility on myself.
Okay, that's fine. So you are invisible. For the sake of what just happened, Aetherius has been shot in the stomach 3 times by a desert eagle and
Jesus.
will likely die if left in this situation.
My God, we'll only need to do something.
Okay.
I mean, I got
At this point, I need everyone to roll me initiative.
I was gonna say Githrano should heal him, and I'm gonna start shooting motherfuckers as soon as I find my initiative.
Guns blazing.
I'm going to
There it
say, for the sake of this, Aetherius is downed.
Wow, we
He's
got a
currently
bunch of tens.
bleeding
Nice.
out on the floor.
yeah. They rolled 2 12s though.
No, excuse me.
Yikes.
Okay. All right. Let's fucking.
Sam, we need to give the cats a bath this
my battle
weekend
music?
or tomorrow.
Where's the initiative counter?
There it is.
Fun. Okay.
All right. From the top, the hyena and the hulking shifter are going first. So, seeing you guys kind of like making a move and like standing forward, the hyena is going to hold out his pistol and sort of point it at, I guess, Crystal, who's holding the biggest gun in the back. And he's going to say, "Don't fucking move. Don't fucking move, girl. I got my eye on you." And he's going to ready in action. If you try to attack, he is going to try and shoot you. But that's all he's doing with his turn. The hulking shifter, on the other hand... Sorry, let me pull this back up. He is going to pick up Aetherius and start, like, rifling through his pockets. You guys sort of watch as like Aetherius is like gasping and like blood just like pours onto the ground, kind of pulling beneath him as the shifter sort of just ignores him and is like feeling through his pockets. The thug, meanwhile, is going to prepare an action as well, holding out his Uzi. And he says, "I swear to God, I'll fucking spray you all down. Don't fucking move." And he is going to ready in action in case Devdin moves. Okay, Crystal, you're up. What would you like to do?
Oh, where'd I go?
Was Aetherius dead?
Oh wait, is someone gone?
You skipped,
Aetherius is not dead, but he's bleeding out.
you skipped Devdin's turn.
Did I skip Devdin? Is Devdin gone?
No, he's
No,
just
I
at
did
the
not.
bottom.
I thought Devdin got a 10.
I did,
You did,
and
but-
you just rolled past me to the...
Yeah, you did.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
That's why you went to Crystal, and I was like, where did I go?
Okay, my bad, yeah. So the thug prepped in action. Devdin, you're up. What would you like to do, sir?
I want to go into a rage. Or wrath,
Okay,
or whatever.
go into a rage. What would you like to do?
Hold on, where's my... Yeah, there it is. Rage. Shoot, who's... I don't know who's the best target. I guess I'm just going to run up to whoever's closest to me and try to whack the shit out of him with my kukri.
Okay. So as you make a move, that's going to trigger this thug's action over here.
Okay.
He is going to... Oh shit, does he have a pistol? Oh shit, I gave him the wrong button. Give me 1 second. He is going to do this instead. So I need Devdin and Crystal to make me reaction saves.
Oh shit. Is that just a attribute check, I guess?
5.
No, it's save.
So Devdin, you're gonna take 3 damage from this Uzi.
Oh, there we go.
Womp womp.
All right, Crystal, you're also gonna take 3 damage from this Uzi.
Ah,
Okay, but Devdin, you're free to do whatever you like.
Okay, now I'm gonna run up to the nearest guy and whack the shit out of him with my kukri.
Okay. That's probably going to be this rabbit shifter who's right next to you here.
Sweet.
So go ahead and roll that up.
Attack roll, and then I think I get a +1 because of my rage.
Ooh, yeah, that will definitely hit. How much damage?
13.
Oh my god. Okay, so tempted. You like fucking spring out of bed and like as you're like diving over this box which just got pushed aside, you're like pulling out from like your waist this kukri, and as you slide up, you just absolutely catch this rabbit like up under the neck, and it's gonna splatter blood all over the thug behind him who's gonna sort of like stumble back like in surprise.
Fuck yeah.
And you are going to actually one-shot this fucking rabbit.
Fuck yeah. Fuck that asshole.
And at this, the hyena next to you is going to say, like, fuck! Alright. Anything else you want to do with this turn?
I think that's all I got.
Okay. Crystal, you're up next. What would you like to do?
Well, that was an impressive display of force. So, Ephirius is being held right now by the big guy, yeah?
Yes.
If I were to shoot the big guy, I have that, precise shot. Oh, wait, not
He
not
would
precise
technically
shot.
be in melee.
Yeah, he's in melee, but I have the, trying to find the ability name here. Yeah, it is precise shot, so I can hit with someone who's in melee without the -4 penalty, right?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna like ninja jump over here onto the bed, furthest opposite wall, and I'm gonna shoot at the big guy.
Okay. Roll it up.
That's I'm still within 30 feet, so that's a 10 to hit and 10 damage. Plus, I forgot last combat, I took weapon focus 1 rifle, so it's also another +1 to damage.
Oh, shit. Okay, so how much damage are you doing right now?
It would be a +3 or +2 total, so it should be 11 damage. So a 10 to hit and 11 damage.
I believe your weapon focus is already counted. Because you have a 1d8
No, because
plus 1.
I've got, yeah, that's the base attack bonus, isn't it?
No, base attack bonus is your accuracy, chance to hit.
Why is that macro +1?
Because you took weapon focus.
Did I add that to the equation, or did you happen to add it? Because I don't remember if I did.
I may have missed a thing here or there, but I believe I went through and updated everybody's
Okay.
buttons.
Okay, cool. Never mind then. You're on top of it, man. Thanks. So yeah, it's just another +1. So 10 to hit, 10 damage.
Okay. Wow, 10 damage. Alright, so... And you're hitting the... Which one?
The big boy.
The big boy? Okay, yeah.
The
That's
big boy holding my
absolutely-
buddy.
So as you're like cracking the shot off, right? You guys watch as this bullet like hits his shoulder, and it like you see his skin like ripple and blood start like oozing from the wound. He mostly ignores it, and then after like you guys see him like rummaging through Ephirius's pockets, he's gonna drop Ephirius, who like just falls to the ground face down, and turn towards you guys. Okay, and he's gonna take that 10 damage or 9 damage?
It is 10 damage.
10 damage it is. Okay. Alright, Githranos. Or Crystal, anything else you want to do?
In the last session, we picked up... No, never, I'm not going to do anything. It's fine. Let it go.
Whatever you want to do, it's okay.
No, it's all good. I'll end my turn.
Okay, alright. Githranos, you're up next, man. What would you like to do?
I want to. Sorry, I want to stop putting tildes in chat. I want to. I'm still on the ground. I'm gonna pull Ephirius towards me, basically over my shoulder, and then use that as my. Can I do that as my move action, or will that count as my action?
You're just trying to, like, pull him towards you?
Fireman carrier.
Basically, like trying to get him away, basically behind me.
Yeah, I will say if you use a swift action, since he's not, like, trying to resist, you can just grab him by his hoodie.
Cool. I'm gonna put him behind me, and then I'm going to fire breath people in front of me. I haven't made a macro for that yet.
Okay. Do you know how much it does?
1d6.
1d6.
It's a 6 on the save.
Is it a cone? How does that work?
What is the spell?
My fire breath. My lesser breath weapon. Or my breath weapon, rather.
Got it.
It's a 50-foot cone.
We can make you a button for quick access in the future.
I'm just wanting to spew fire on all 3 of them in front of me.
Yeah. By the way, if you guys don't know how to
Yeah,
adjust your
15-foot
music
cone.
volume, it's in your settings in the upper right-hand corner where the gear is. So you can get it to wherever's comfortable.
Yeah.
It's a cone, D6 cone, deck save, I take it?
Yeah, d6, yes, 6 dex
Yeah.
save.
Reaction save.
Action save.
Okay. Hulking guy definitely takes it. D6, you said?
Yeah,
Or DC6?
6, yeah.
Okay, hyena meets it. I don't know if that means he gets it or not. And the thug does not save either. So the hulking shifter and the thug are both going to. You're basically just spewing flame across all of them.
Yeah.
Okay, so at this, like, at them like being attacked in this way, they're like, oh fuck, like these guys are fucking trying to take us on. So you are
We
going
fucked
to deal
up.
D6. Go ahead and do like 2d6. So that's a 4, 6. So we'll say 4 to the hulking dude, 6 to the thug. Now, Crystal, you said you had done 10 damage to that thug, right? I just realized I haven't
Yes.
plugged that in yet. Okay,
Is
so
correct.
so with this, you guys are going to hear the guy in the back like scream, and it's like this muffled scream under his gas mask as he's like caught on fire here, and he's like clutching at himself, and he like kind of falls on the ground, and he's like twitching on the ground. He is now dead, having burned alive in the corner.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay.
Metal.
Anything
Nice.
else you want to do? Anything else
Kills
you
or
wanna do?
nickels, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot all about that.
Okay,
Oh, yeah, shit.
I don't think I have any more actions I can. Well, no, I used a swift and a movement. I guess I can use my movement to stand up and pick up my great axe
Okay.
in a very menacing way. Rawr.
Okay.
Boys, you picked the fight. You don't want. I don't think you can win.
All right. Very nice. Ulysses, you're up last, sir. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna take a small step, just to get view around Githranos and pop out of invisibility to attack the big guy who shot Ephirius in the stomach.
Okay. Oh my God.
Jesus Christ, Will.
How do crits work, Will?
Just maximum damage. So 18, 19, 20, 21.
Max
And
roll or just max roll or max of what the roll could be?
just the maximum possible damage.
So 21.
Plus
21
8,
damage.
29 total with the sneak attack.
Oh,
Which-
holy fuck.
I would think that I get that as I popped out of invisibility, but that's your
yes.
call.
Yes, you would get that. That's a sneak
Cool.
attack.
And then as my movement, like if I'm allowed to take a move action beyond just that little shuffle step, I'm going to
Yeah, of course.
decoy behind this bed over here. And I put a second one? Oh, you're already putting the second one. Cool. And let me drop one more stamina for that. And I would like to like hide behind the bed, decoy behind the bed, and then stealth.
Okay, no problem. All right, so with this, oh shit, that hyena shifter.
But that
What a
big guy,
crack.
the big guy took what, like 29 damage a
He
second
took a
ago, and then
fuckload of damage just now.
4 from me, and 10 from someone else, I think.
Oh, we're
Damn.
gonna get.
Okay. Okay. So, Crystal, I forgot to mention this earlier, but that hyena is his action is going to be triggered by you firing, and he's going to shoot a pistol shot at you. Did he do that earlier? I don't think he did.
I don't think he did. No.
He had readied an action. Yeah. So, you are going to take 5 additional damage, Crystal. And Crystal in the back is actually starting to look pretty wounded.
How much more was that? I'm sorry.
5 damage.
That's if I'm keeping track right, that should be 8 because I took 3 from the Uzi and then 5 from that, right?
Yes, I guess so. Yeah. However much you've taken.
Okay, so just 8 damage. Yeah, that's ouch.
Okay. Yeah.
What's
All
that
right.
D10?
That D10 is a furious clinging to life. So at this point, right, as Ulysses appears out of nowhere,
Thronos,
right,
heal him!
essentially what happens is like as these guys are like trying to like search the Furious and whatnot, a lightning bolt just appears from the center of the room and blasts the fuck out of the hulking shifter, who's going to get like knocked back against the wall, and his elbow is gonna like crush through the glass of this window here. He's gonna say, "Oh, fuck, what is that?" And looking over, the hyena is gonna be like, "Oh fuck, there's 2 more." Okay, everyone reroll the initiative.
Cool.
Oh god, this hyena's fucked. He goes last.
Dang it.
Oh, I guess Ulysses goes last. Or no, Ulysses hasn't rolled yet.
Yeah, I did. I rolled a 5.
Oh, you rolled a 5. Okay. Alright.
I go last.
Alright, so this hulking shifter's up first. So what he's going to do is he's going to run over and blast over this bed.
Do I get an attack of opportunity for him running past me?
No. Because he has to leave your attack range, not him entering it. So he's actually just standing beside you here. But
Okay.
he's blasting this bed over like so. And he's like knocking it against this wall. Ulysses, I need you to make me a dexterity save. And possibly one for your decoy as well. I don't know how we roll that. And if not, you're going to be knocked back. Ooh, that's pretty fucking good, my dude. Okay. Alright, so this hulking shifter just like runs over and like blasts this bed, which just like flips and smashes against the wall. But as this happens, like Ulysses' decoy, like one like ducks under the bed and the other like jumps over the bed. And both of his decoys both himself and the decoy are still here. And having done that, this hulking shifter is going to turn and grapple Githranos. Oof, and crit at a grapple attempt. As he like reaches over with one hand and like with this massive hand like catches like your shoulder, Githranos. So he's like loosely grappling you here. And then turning, he is going to attempt to punch Devdin. Ugh, roll a nat 1 in doing so.
So he like swings, it goes way over my head.
Yeah, so having done this, I'm gonna say that as he punches, he sort of lets go of Githranos, who is sort of thrown against the wall over here. So
Damn, that guy
Githranos,
got a
you
lot
are
of moves.
prone, but you are no longer grappled.
Okay. Oh, I don't get a contested attempt. I mean, I rolled to contest, but I guess I didn't.
You can, but I mean, he critted. Did you?
I could. If I rolled and I hit a 13, so I could
Okay.
actually pass it with a crit.
Yeah, he. So I'm gonna treat crits like crits because there's a 10% chance of that happening. But he did roll a 16, just in general, anyway.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. If I had crit, I would have matched it.
Yes, true. That is absolutely true. So Githranos, you are no longer grappled as like his hook goes wide, you know, and he sort of stumbles off balance. But he's gonna throw you against this far wall, and you're going to fall prone. But that is it for his turn. You're up next.
Okay. Well, I'm going to use my movement to stand up, and since I'm standing over him with my great axe, I'm going to chop him. Choppy chop chop.
Oh shit. Wait, never mind. Okay. Chop him. Chop away.
That's
Swing
the
away.
critical damage for the great axe, by the way.
Fuck. That's a lot of fucking damage. That's the crit damage for the great axe? Holy
Yeah.
fuck.
That's from Will. He did that. My crits are monstrous.
Okay. So you're going to swing this great axe down, and it's going to connect with him and slam into his shoulder. And at this, you hear like this like deep bass like grunt as you like pull the axe back up, and blood just like spews out of his shoulder. And gasping, he's going to reach down to his belt and swig a potion.
Can I use my swift action to throw a potion at Aetherius to try and heal him?
Yeah, go ahead. Ooh, actually, according to my rules, my house rules for my D&D game that you're used to, throwing a potion actually is an action. Giving it
Okay.
to someone in your vicinity is a bonus.
Okay.
But you still have like a swift action if you want to use an item.
I
or
passed
to
a
do like a
potion
flavor.
to Ulysses and kind of nod toward Aetherius.
Okay, so you pass it over.
Pass a potion to Ulysses and nod toward Aetherius.
Okay. Heard that. Anything else you want to do with this turn?
That's all my actions. I'm good.
You guys are fucking tough. Okay. Crystal, you're up next.
Well, I'm gonna use my limit break, which is true shot, meaning it's an auto crit and deals automatic hit and deals critical damage. I'm gonna go over to this bed, and I'm gonna shoot the big guy.
Okay.
An auto hit and a crit.
An auto hit and a crit for like a regular attack.
Yeah.
Automatically
so it's
hits and deals critical damage.
9,
Holy
10,
fuck.
10 true damage.
Okay. Anything else?
Now, does that get affected by point blank? I'm still within that range, so
Yeah, I counted that.
okay, cool. Thank you.
Okay. So with a whopping 10 damage hit. Damn, that was your limit break? How many of those do you get to use?
It's 1 every 50 damage.
1 every 50. Okay,
I've been
you know
keeping
what?
track of my damage.
I am going to say that because this ability apparently only does 10 damage for you, when you like fire this shot, you like get ready, you lay on the bed, and you like press your feet against the wall to get ready to take like a massive impact. And you guys are all going to hear like an eardrum shattering crash as Crystal fires this like massive round, which is going to catch this hulking shifter off his feet and blast him into the wall over here. In addition to
Fuck
the 10
yeah. That's what I want.
and
Yes.
he's going to crash into this fucking bed over here. And at this,
Kablam.
the hyena shifter starts shitting his pants. Is there anything else you want to do with your turret, Crystal?
Yeah, so what I was gonna do last session, Mr. DM graciously let me pick up some salt from one of the rooms that we were going through and pillaging. So I just want to take a handful of salt as a swift action and throw it at him to kind of cover up some of those wounds.
Good lord.
to. Sure.
Fucking why though?
Because he's a
Oh my
dick.
God. Make me an just make me a rifle attack to see if you can land these salt crystals. A 7 actually works. Okay. Or wait, if they meet an AC, do defenders win ties when it comes to attacks? I think they do, right?
Yeah.
But does point blank shot also affect this? It's not an attack roll, but it's
Oh my
similar.
God. Sure. So
Ah,
you
Oh my god, was an eye roll with that? I heard that.
throw this fucking
Um,
fistful of salt, which just like sizzles in his wounds, his burns, which have also been shot and slashed open.
amazing. Okay, I'm pretty happy. I'm just gonna flip him off as a free action and end my turn.
All right, Devdin, you're up, sir. What would you like to do?
I'm just gonna kill this little hyena guy with my kukri. I think I get a +1 on my attack roll because of the rage.
+2 because you're raging. It's right
Oh,
there in the thing.
yep.
+2
Yep,
attack
I'm an idiot.
damage.
So 7.
Yep.
Okay. So, Devdin, as you're like swinging your kukri, right, this hyena is going to look over at you and be like, fuck! And he's going to sort of like dodge backwards out of the way as your kukri like goes wide and slices into the ground in front
Son
of
of
him.
a bitch.
Anything else you want to do?
No, I guess that's it.
Okay. Seeing how dire this situation is, he's going to look back at the shifter over his shoulder and he's going to say, Uroga, we got to get the fuck out of here. And he's going to turn and reach down to his belt and grab a couple like little black pods and he's going to throw 2 of them. I need you guys to make me 2 reaction saves. Devdin,
making me save?
Devdin and Githranos, I only need 1 from you, I think.
Okay, well, if I only need 1, then mine's a 9.
Hooray, a 10.
11.
11sies.
Okay.
So you said 2, is that right?
11.
Yes, 2. As he throws 2 flasks of highly flammable oil.
For purposes of AP, do we count both of those, or was that an disadvantage save?
Ulysses is the only one who would need to roll 2. My mistake. Just
Oh.
because he's standing right in the middle of 2.
Okay.
Who failed that?
What
Or
was the
actually, I guess
DC?
you don't know. The DC is a DC 8.
Okay, then we all pass.
Okay, fucking A. All right, so as these pods explode, you guys all manage to kind of jump away from it, not knowing if this is a grenade or what. But when they do like crash all over the ground, you see your hotel room is now filled with this black flammable oil. And
Shit.
using the remainder of his turn, this hyena shifter is going to sort of like spark a fire on this first one. I need you guys to make me 1 more reaction save.
Oh man, my worst one yet.
Ev, you're good. Ulysses, I think that just means you're gonna take D4 damage. I don't know how much health your clone has. I think your clone just
My
vanishes.
phone dies. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Crystal, you're fine. Or wait, you rolled twice. But Crystal's fine.
Wait.
Githranos,
Oh,
you're going
sorry.
to take D4 burning damage as well. So Ulysses and Githranos both take D4 burning damage. Everyone else is fine. However, there is now a large fire in your room, and this hyena shifter is going to use the rest of his turn to bail and try and get the fuck out of there, prompting an attack of opportunity from Devdin, if you wish, sir.
Fuck yeah, I do. Damn it.
7
That's
will
a
not
9.
hit. Oh,
That's
is
a
it a
9.
9? You're raging. Okay, so
Oh,
9
yeah, that's
actually
right.
will hit.
Which also
Okay,
means
so it's plus 2 damage as well.
Yes, so
Yeah.
8 damage.
So -8. Okay. So Devdin, as this hyena shifter is attempting to evade you, you swing your kukri down, and once again he sort of ducks under your kukri. But as it swings by, you clip his ear, and your kukri slices the ear off this hyena shifter, who like whelps and clutches the side of his head as he darts below the rest of your swing and attempts to run out this way.
Bastard.
The furry ear sort of like falls to the floor.
Does DNA
Alright.
testing exist in this world?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
It's the modern world of modern science.
Listen.
So does scrying. Okay. Anything else you want to do with your turn, Devin?
Is it a quick action if I pick up his ear?
I'll let you do that as like an environmental, like a free
Sweet. Okay, that's all I want.
thing. Okay.
I think I sent you that. Yeah, the
Delete
text.
that. Okay. Very well, everyone. I think we are back to the
You
top of the
skipped.
round.
You skipped.
I definitely got skipped.
Okay. Oh, that's right. You were last. Sorry about that. So
Yep.
you're up next.
Okay. I'm going to cast Blink as let's see, where's the ruler? So with my 15-foot teleport. Nope, can't quite get over the wall. Okay. I'm gonna cast Blink and then use my bonus action to teleport. Why can't I move my oh right, because I'm dumb. Use my bonus action to teleport, and then use like my whatever my movement is to move as far as I can to pursue this guy. Is
So,
this
this is-
staircase is going down, right?
Yes, that staircase goes down. This
Can
is the
I
wall here, so you'll have to go
acrobat-
around that.
Can I acrobatics to go like this way? Boop, and cut him off.
Oh, to like jump over?
Yeah.
This kind of does look like a wall right here.
Is it a wall or?
Roll me a D100 and call it high or low.
Hi. Fuck.
It's a wall.
Oh shit.
Okay. I still have 40 movement speed, I believe.
Okay, so you could probably catch up with this guy.
35 movement speed, but still, I can definitely keep pace with him, I'm sure.
Okay. Ulysses, roll me. Shit, what's the equivalent of an insight check in this?
Perception.
But like a wisdom check. What's the equivalent of like a personal insight check?
Perception or just a straight up mind check?
Make me a mind check.
Apparently I don't have a roll in there. My bad.
No, you're fine. Just do /R 1d10.
Yep. Ken?
Wow, that's pretty good. Okay.
Two is
I'm going to say that while you are able to keep up with this thing, as a ninja and as a local of the traveling city, having seen Devdin slice its ear off, the thought occurs to you to let this thing go and track it and see where it goes. But that doesn't mean you have to do that either. It just means that you recognize that this is an option available to you guys.
Nice.
Or I could just follow him.
Or you could just follow it all the way, yeah.
Or I could just kill him.
Your
No.
room is also on fire.
Yeah, but we have a water bender in there.
That's true. That's true.
And I got insurance. It's fine.
I was gonna say also Elon Musk is paying for it, so
right.
Okay. So yeah, you're able to catch up. Would you like to do anything? You want to kill him? You wanna
I
follow?
don't have any action left to do anything other than chase him.
Okay.
currently.
Okay. All right. So you do catch up. Get. Okay. Now we're at the top of the line. Everybody reroll. Oh no.
Yay.
Okay.
Yay.
fuck that asshole.
Devdin, you are up first. This hulking shifter
No.
is currently.
Oh, Ulysses is up first.
Ulysses
Oh,
rolled a
you're
10.
right. You're right. My bad. My bad.
Oh wait, that's not me.
Ulysses, you're up first. What would you like to do, sir? This hyena shifter is like trying to scramble away, and as you catch up with him, and he kind of looks over his shoulder, you see like the fear, and he's like, "Oh fuck!"
Let's see. Yeah, that's right. I cast Blink, so I'm gonna bonus action teleport again to right in front of him.
Okay. You could like move too if you don't want to use that, but you're certainly welcome to blink if you like.
I've still got 2 more charges after that, so I'm fine with it.
Word.
Blink
Okay,
is just
so you
full concept.
teleport to the other side and you cut him off. And at this, he like sort of catches himself when he's like, "Oh fuck!" and he draws his pistol. What do you want to do?
Stop now, you won't die.
Make me a diplomacy check. 6. Okay. A nat 1. Oh fuck. It's like, okay, just don't kill me. Just don't fucking kill me.
That's I think I'm just gonna hold my turn and see what happens in the room.
Okay,
What was that?
okay.
Take his gun. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take his gun.
All right, you disarm him, and he's just like kind of holding his hands up, you know, bleeding out of his ear. Or he's kind of he's holding the side of his head with one hand, you know, but it's just like, don't fucking kill me. Devdin, you are up next, sir. This mammoth shifter has been like blasted off his feet and knocked onto this like the corner of the room over here. He's currently prone.
So, being that I am completely unaware of what's happening outside the room, I assume, I'm gonna run up over top of this mammoth guy and, like, hold my knife to his throat, my kukri to his throat, and be like, that didn't seem to work very well, did it? Do you give up? And I assume that's gonna be a diplomacy check as well.
Yeah, go ahead, roll me a diplomacy check.
Which I do not seem to have diplomacy on my
This guy is
hotkeys.
actually gonna get it.
Shoot.
I don't have diplomacy on mine either.
You guys have a social button. Your button
Oh.
has all your social rolls, so you
Oh,
can
hey.
knock them all out
Okay,
in one
cool.
go.
Nice.
11.
11. Holy fuck. Okay. This guy is not gonna want to quit, and he double crits.
Motherfucker.
So he just like,
What?
spits up at you, Devdin, and goes, "Fuck you, metal man."
Do
Oh
I
my
still
God,
have
double crit.
can I still attack? Or did
Yep,
that take
you
up my
still
turn?
attack.
Alright, well then fuck this guy. So
Okay.
13 or 14. 14 attack
Is it
roll.
is it at advantage if they're prone, like it is in D&D?
Will?
I'm sorry, what happened?
Is if are melee attacks at advantage against prone creatures like they are in D&D?
Yeah.
Okay, then go ahead and roll this one at advantage. That 12 will certainly hit.
Okay.
We'll
Get a
take
crit,
five.
get a crit, get a
Which
crit.
means
Attack roll
9.
over two.
Or
Get a crit.
wait, do I roll again?
Yeah,
Yes.
go ahead and roll again.
Get a crit.
Oh. Okay.
Damn.
Okay, so you'll be able to deal. You're currently raging as well, right?
Yeah.
So 9 damage.
Fuck yeah.
He like grunts as you like hack into his thigh with this fucking kukri.
Wait. No, that crits. He has a 9 to 10 crit range.
Oh.
I thought
Always
that's if
make
he
sure you
rolls
check
a
your
9 to
roll,
10
bro.
though.
Yeah, he did. And my
He did roll a 9.
plus 3.
Oh, he rolled
rolled
a
a 9.
9. Oh, you're right. Okay. Oh, fuck.
Oh boy.
Okay, so that
Oh,
deals
shit.
23 damage. Fuck. Okay.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Holy
crit is a nickel,
fuck.
right?
Yeah.
Sweet.
All right, now he is looking like he is very severely wounded. He says, "Oh, fuck," and he's like kind of grabbing his leg, which like the kukri is like sliced down through the bone of his thigh.
Haha.
You like jerk it back up, you know, like the fucking like mechanics in your arm whirring as you lift it out of his flesh.
Sweet.
Okay,
That's all I
he
got.
is now looking like he doesn't want to die.
Well, he should have taken my offer when I still had turns to negotiate.
Okay, okay,
I'm out of moves.
fair enough. Crystal,
No
You
more
are
moves?
you are up next, but
No more
there is
action.
currently a massive fire that's kind of cutting you off from anything. You can see through the fire, but you're not going to be able to aim or line up shots while you're like standing in the heat like this.
Can I just take a big jump over to this bed up
Yeah.
above it?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. I'm just gonna like get my quick little tiny steps in and then just make a big leap and jump over that bed.
All right, go for it. Now you're
Boom.
safe.
Do I need to make a check for that?
For jumping across from bed to bed, I wouldn't say so. It's like a 4-foot jump.
Say if you just come into this.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you can jump across from one bed to another. You're a soldier. All right, so go ahead and do
You're
your
quite
thing.
gracious. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna like kneel down again, my signature stance, and say no, fuck you, and shoot him in the.
Okay.
Shoot him in the maybe. Oh, you hit him.
Okay.
11 to hit, 9 damage.
Okay. This, you aim for the head and you shoot, right? You said 9 damage.
Yes.
All right. So your bullet catches the shifter squarely in the face, and it's going to blow off his trunk as well as his left tusk, as well as like a good chunk of his jaw on the left side. And he's gonna like gasp and go like as he like clutches his face in pain. Now bleeding profusely onto the floor. He is no longer in fighting condition and will die shortly.
Hey, Crystal, you know that hollow bodies are considered, or hollow points are considered a war crime, right?
Well, you should see where I come from. There's no such thing as war crime.
Shouldn't have put his face there.
We call that
It's
Tuesday.
right. It's I think it's Isaac Newton's second law. His face hit my bullet with the same type of energy, and my bullet hit his face. So
All right, Githranos. You
Okay.
are. Let's see. You managed to step onto, because if I recall, you weren't burned, or no, you
Yeah.
were. You were. Never mind. So you're surrounded by like this fire right here.
I dodged the oil, but I.
Oh, okay, then
somehow-
you're standing like up on this. Oh shit. Sorry.
You told me I dodged the oil, but then I didn't make the second reaction save, so I guess I got burned somehow.
No.
Yeah.
You only needed the first one. Only Ulysses needed to roll 2. That was my mistake. So you sort of jump onto like this chest over here
Yeah.
that got knocked aside. But there is like a shitload of fire in this room, and you're the only one who can do anything about it. Oh my god, you know what? Let me do this real quick. 'Cause it's been 2 rounds. Oh wow, okay. He's actually doing okay. Still bleeding out on the ground, but okay.
That's the
you-
thing is I want to heal Aetherius and get him above critical, but I know I need to do something about this water, about this
Yeah.
fire.
Yes, this fire is going to grow if you don't do anything about it.
All right. I move over to towards Devdin and Aetherius, past Devdin yeah. So use my Swift, I guess, to pass Devdin a potion and tell him to get it to Aetherius.
No problem. Okay.
And then
His
I'm
second
gonna
effort to
water
do
bend.
this.
Yeah, exactly. And then I'm gonna water bend and try and put out this fire.
So you said the mammoth shifter is down, right? Like he's
Oh my
incapacitated.
God.
The Mammoth Shifter is technically still alive, but he's at such a critical point.
He's
that
incapacitated.
He is incapacitated. He's down. He's clutching his face. His trunk and one of his tusks is laying on the floor beside him. Githranos, make me a spirit check.
May I humbly suggest using Arcanum if it's his magical ability?
Yes. Yeah, sure. Make me an Arcanum check. You should be good at this, right? Oh.
I rolled a D0.
D0.
Sorry.
I was
So I
like,
did-
you should be good at this, right? 0.
I did both amazing and terrible.
Yes. By the way, if you guys like kind of what just happened there, if I ever call something and you're like, wait, wouldn't this be a better idea? Feel free to speak up. You're not gonna hurt my feelings. Okay, yeah, 10, no problem, dude. So the fire immediately begins like dying down as Githranos like summons like a sort of localized small storm to kind of contain this fire, and it is going to shrink down and vanish. Well done. All right, so
So-
we will go ahead and bring this
If-
music down.
I was gonna say, if combat's over, do we still need to go by the turn-based thing?
No, not anymore.
Okay, well
So
then while
essentially-
he's doing that,
Oh,
I'm gonna
actually,
take
you
the
know what?
potion and heal
Okay.
Aetherius.
You know what? I am gonna say this. This hyena shifter is going to disengage. Actually, no, he's going to take the risk. He's going to move around Ulysses. After Ulysses, like, you hold him up for a second, Ulysses. Oh, no, actually, never mind. You demoralized him. I forgot about that. Okay, never mind. No, he's not. All right. In that case, Ulysses has got the hyena shifter over here cornered. The hulking shifter is downed right here. Aetherius is gasping on the floor. Eyes kind of rolling into his head at this point.
I want to use the potion that Githranos gave me to try and heal him while Githranos is putting out the fire.
Okay. How much do potions heal?
1d6.
1d6? Okay.
What is it? R/R 1d6?
1. That's enough. So
So how much did I heal him
You're-
for? 1?
you heal him for 1, which is exactly
Yay.
enough. So like you're able to pour this, like apply this to some of the gunshot wounds, and wherever like this potion like splashes into these wounds, you see the flesh immediately respond and begin like stitching itself back together.
Sweet.
And as this happens, Aetherius' eyes are gonna kind of roll back down from the top of his head, and he's gonna go like, needed that.
You missed quite the adventure, friend. Let's fill you in.
After I put out the fire, I'm actually gonna fully heal Aetherius and make sure he is all well and good.
Okay, which I guess is a huge AP chunk for you too, right?
What is his HP?
He's
18.
One of 18.
So 17. I'll get 17 AP off of that. Yay!
Very juicy, man. Okay. Very well done. I believe
Are-
Crystal's also pretty injured as well.
Yep. I've
10
got
out of 16.
half. I need 8 hit points healed, por favor.
Okay. Ulysses, are you going to lead this shifter back into the room or just keep him out here?
Yeah, we'll take it back into the room.
Okay. Okay. So
Can-
you guys step over the bodies of like their 2 comrades here. And this is actually a great place to stop.
I was about to say I hate to be that guy, but can we
Yeah, it's
like
10.
call this? Because yeah, it's 10, and I still got to refill the cat feeders and take a shower. And
I got you, man. Thanks for hanging in, everybody. I had a lot of fun running this for y'all.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah.
I liked all the improv things you threw at us. That was cool.
I'm
Very
very
well done.
curious why Aetherius was being hunted down by a gang of shifters, but I assume we'll get to that next time.
Furious
Yeah.
is very curious about why he's being hunted down by shifters.
I'm also curious, a meta question. Why was I the only one who couldn't go first with the whole like what are you doing today?
Oh, well, that is a very good question. That
Did we
I'm
not
going
get to that?
Leave up to player insight for you guys to figure out. That
Interesting.
is a very good thing to notice. Like something happened during your turn that could not have happened until somebody else had gone first.
Gotta be the random drug guy. It's gotta be.
Got to be the random drug guy.
No,
That's
it's
a good
the
thing to notice. That is
Thank you.
it's the random
hint. It's a
the
hint.
guys walking down. Oh.
yeah, it's a subtle
Picking
like,
of the
plot
shrooms.
hint.
No, I don't know how it's related, but I know what it was. Okay.
Yeah, it's something that'll make more sense later.
Sure. Okay. I'm gonna kill
Good
the
question
recording.
for you before we dismiss. I know we're about to go,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it's
for sure.
just for my last attack, I downed the big guy.
Uh-huh.
But I haven't really not been keeping up with my AP as well this session as I should have. Is the AP awarded when he's downed, or is it awarded like when he actually like is murdered?
When you take damage, you get AP when you do damage to him, and whenever.
I mean, effectively, he's not technically dead, but you
Right.
technically quote unquote killed him. You know,
Right. That's why I was asking
he's
what
just
your
at like
ruling was.
a critical health point. I would say for the sake of this, because you guys chose not to kill him, like you effectively killed him, and you would get the credit for that.
Bet.
Because it would be an abuse and like philosophical breaking of the rules, I guess, to like kill this guy just for to make certain plot decisions
Right.
just for AP gain, you know. So no, you're all good. Good question.
All right,
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and kill the recording now.